What's up, guys? Hello, we are live on INN. We are here to do some fun stuff. We are going to be chatting a little bit of D&D first because we've got some people sorting out some stuff. We might also chat a little bit about Baldur's Gate, and then we're going straight into the Valre adventure with the Delta Squad. So, to introduce you to our once again awesome party, here is the team as always. Oh, hello. I've accidentally opened up the document that says combat skills. We're not going to show that off yet. So, you've got myself, a Joker XD, your main host for today. Then we have Mr. Night Dream playing Cyrus, if you'd like to give us a hello. Then we have got Ben Drunk playing Vonbin. Then we have got Jim playing Kellen. And this time it's probably about evening for them, I think. Or is it really early morning? They're Ben, what time is it? Well, yeah, so most of the demographic for this channel is the US. So but then you've got the US Eastern Time and the US Western Time, and yeah. But that's for you and your one. I don't want to say on stream what side you are, but like your one side of it. So obviously the other side of it will be at the PM, as in like just into the evening, or oh yeah. So it's not or afternoon. Sorry, yeah. Um, and our last one is Vixie playing Liliana. No, yes, she is muted. That's not who she's playing. I think I need to change the name on that because I don't think that's her character name, or maybe it is, and I'm just saying it wrong. That is Liana. Liana? Lima. That's fine. Lima Indigo Alpha November Alpha. Liana. Yeah, IA would be Anne. Liana. Yeah. Yeah, it's one L. It's one L. You were right. Yeah, that's it. Oh my god, okay. It's alright. We can always ask her for the pronunciation she wants in a minute. Liana. Yeah. Let's just, not accidentally slip into Liliana. um, yeah. So, oh really? Oh, cool. Um, so Bard. Is she a bard? I thought she was an assassin. I don't know. Oh shit! No, it is the one I'm thinking about. Yes, yeah. She becomes the hand of the right hand or something. I yeah. I forgot about that. I genuinely forgot. Although it's been a while since I played Dragon Age Origins. That's cool. So, what we were chatting about a second ago is generally D&D, and I have also personally considered making, well, not considered, I am doing a TTRPG of my own, which is slightly different. So, if I was to compact it down to how I'd explain it, classes are handled the same way that Mage the Ascension handles spheres. By the way, this might go over some people's heads, so feel free to ask questions about it. But yeah, so classes is handled the way that Mage the Ascension handles spheres. Skills is handled the way that Vampire the Masquerade handles skill checks, but slightly different. I'll explain it in a minute because I know there's some people who don't like the way that that system works. I can explain that in a minute. Combat is the same as D&D 5th edition because I do genuinely love how we do combat in D&D. I'm always quite satisfied with it. So that's kind of the general idea I'm going with that overall. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of what we've chatted about for a little bit, and then we'll go straight into the continuation of the last session. It's just waiting for players, so obviously we're going to have a little chit chat. Obviously, if anybody has any sort of questions they want to ask whilst we're doing this, we'd love to hear what you have to say. And I have also just realised that you guys were muted because I'm very dumb. But I mean, I still introduced you guys. Your haze weren't heard, so I am sorry. I'll get better
That's
at
right.
this.
Oof.
Oh, god damn!
Oof.
Every time I do this to myself, and I look like an absolute fool.
Maybe you should just trust us to mute ourselves until we're introduced.
That might be better. Yeah.
I had my mic up, so I didn't like accidentally make noise while you were introducing us. So.
Yeah. See that works as well. I don't think of that because I'm just like, oh, I'll unmute
Anyway,
and then
it doesn't matter. It doesn't
yeah.
matter.
But yes, so we're having a little convo about some D&D stuff. So yeah, pick
Yeah.
up where we were
I mean-
before. We were talking about the
I mean,
combat
there's a couple of
skills.
things I'd love to try at some point. I actually
Yeah.
kind of like what Baldur's Gate does with just removing the need for multi-classing, because in some game, I'm not saying you should do it for every game, but in some situations, I can see how like I was saying before, that sometimes, like, if you look at multi-classing in the very classical sense, like, this is your career as a cleric, and then you start a career as a paladin and whatever. But I don't always look at multi-classing like that. Sometimes you could look at multi-classing as literally the person is working their own way out through life and essentially custom building their own class by picking a little bit level of this class and a little bit of level of that class, rather than being like, oh, I'm a rogue now, and now I'm a paladin, and now I'm a, because that's just weird. It doesn't make any sense. But if you look at it as somebody who's just going through life,
Gaining
picking up
skills.
these skills and things as they navigate their
Well,
life as an adventure or whatever they are, and
let's
they
point out
acquire these
a
abilities.
yeah, point out a real life experience here. I have a degree in computer software. I have a that's still called a degree. I have a degree in plumbing. No, diploma in plumbing. That's the word. And several other random skills like training in leadership. In
Yeah.
obviously food workplaces, and I've got CNC punch training, and this is a weird composite, combination of skills. None of them really help each other out. They're just skills I've picked up so far in the 5 years I've been working? 6? No, a bit more than that. I've
Like,
been working
'cause
since I was 18.
you-
So no, since I was
Yeah.
18. So 6 years of working. 6, 7, 6.
Like, because in my mind, you don't necessarily have to be smart or dexterous to want to take a couple of levels in, say, rogue, so you can sneak
yeah.
attack, which you could argue could just be like somebody's ability as a more brutish fighter to just punch really hard when they see an opening.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't that make sense? But
And
because
this
they're a
is
bit
something that
stupid and not very dexterous, they can't
Hmm.
take a level in rogue, which I think's a bit like, well, why?
This is something I'm sort of
You know?
allowing with my system, is that it takes away those types of prerequisites. It does add different prerequisites, which is
Yeah.
more thematic and story stuff, which I think is slightly better.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not like how you have to be this background. I mean, you do for a level 1 character, but beyond that, it's you have to go find somebody to train you, and I think that's very useful.
In a game like what you're suggesting with your world, or like I was suggesting, like if you were to do like Baldur's Gate 3 does, and just remove the prerequisites for multiclassing, all you're doing when you're running a game like that is you just need a DM that's got a kind of strong hand to make sure that people don't just arbitrarily pick things like to min max to make the most ridiculous character possible.
Just one level, because I want to have rage, or not rage, unarmed defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Although
But again, if you come up with a good reason for that, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Just people just what I mean. You just
Baldur's Gate 3 does have the requirement though. By the way, it's not fully free. Yeah, it has the base 13 ability score.
You don't. Just
to able multi-class.
Above those?
You don't.
I can't say I've had any sort of.
There is no prerequisites to multi-class. You can multi-class
Because
as you like.
I haven't seen like a problem. I didn't go it because I had a different multi-class plan, but
no, there's no prerequisites to multi-class.
There's no point googling it, but I mean, thing is, in my experience, I haven't.
I mean, a lot of the time
I'm just opening up the game.
To be fair, you do probably do. Sorry. Shall I carry on or not? Or wait?
Oh, well, I'll say what I was going to say. It's a very short sentence. I think I just haven't had any problem with multiclassing and what I want to multiclass into.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, when you do multi-class, you probably want good points in the skills that are primary for that class, because they're primary in that class for a very good reason. But there isn't actually any prerequisites at all.
Well,
so you can make for example, I have a barbarian. I've told you about my vengeance paladin barbarian. They have a charisma score of I think it's 12 now, but that's because I got items that allow me to like dump stats. Because there's items that give you like plus that set your dexterity or intelligence to a particular score. I'm not going to say any more than that. And so obviously when you get those, you can respec and just dump those stats because they set your ability to that number. So originally though, my paladin had a charisma of like 8, I think, because it was my dump stat for a while, and it didn't matter because I wasn't using charisma because I wasn't using any of my paladin spells to actually cast. All I was using my paladin spells were sacrificing for smite, and therefore I didn't need to have a good charisma to have a good spell DC. It was irrelevant. Yeah,
that's fair. Because obviously,
exactly. I was just trying to make a nuka build that just hits as hard as they possibly can, and having some paladin smites means you can hit really hard. So that's an example of where you like I made a character in that didn't have a high charisma because I didn't need to have a high spell DC for my paladin spells, and and like I say, Baldur's Gate lets you do that.
Funsies.
Yeah.
It is one of those.
Oh right, yeah. Okay, this was my brain. It was in early access, and then they removed it. That's what my brain was on
there's
about.
a whole bunch of stuff they added in EA and then removed later.
Yeah,
it was in early access, the point requirement, and they removed it for the actual main game.
I didn't even think I didn't even think they allowed multi-classing in the main game. Oh, although you think there was prerequisites you had to have though to be of that particular class, though, wasn't there? Yeah.
The week before it came out, a couple of weeks before it came out, I was playing it because I was like, I want to get back into this game because I know it's coming out soon, and they did have multi-classing, so there was at least a point at which they added multi-classing to the early access.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must have missed that bit. Some other.
I
think I probably got it. It was probably like you say, the last couple of weeks before the game launched. And that point, I was like, "Nah, I'll just wait. I'll just wait."
Role is on right
now. Don't tell people that. They'll go and watch that instead, you numpty.
Right. No, it's on my list, alright? It wasn't any attempt with that. It was just, oh look, that's on.
Not to do us a disservice or anything, but
No. Don't.
I'm humble enough to realise that
Mercer is.
I am no Matt Mercer.
You're also not the DM, so you don't have to be Matt Mercer. I'm no Matt.
Well,
Mercer.
no, but I don't know the names of anyone else involved in it, so that's why I just plucked that one.
Yeah, that's a good point. It feels a little harsh to say, but he is the one that rings out when most people say Critical Role. Oh yeah, Matt Mercer. It's like,
well, he's the creator of it, isn't he? So he.
Yeah. So like, that's kind of the system I'm going with, and it's got some interesting things that I think are gonna work quite well.
Meanwhile, I have a complete different system in mind for what I'm doing.
Well, that's good. You didn't want to be both building the same sort of system, would you?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I don't think I mentioned it that I'm looking to make. I think I might have mentioned it.
Yeah, you
as
definitely
well.
mentioned
But
you were making your own system.
I'll look into make possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know when, but a sci-fi campaign, very like detective style, and so I will have custom classes, which all are based on trying to find information. They have their own specialties when it comes to an investigation. So because it's sci-fi, some people are better with robots. They understand electronics better. They understand mechanics better. But then there are people. Then there are people who are better at talking to people. They're better at interrogating people. They're better at talking to people. Like, because some people might lie, and just having someone who's more confident, more approachable, going there. And for that, I needed to make specific classes that are like have their own specialization. Yeah. So completely scrapping all the classes in base D&D. I rewrote the ASI system because to be more fitting, adding a bit more like.
I still have a
adding that
actually. I do need to.
So you're still using like the D20 as like a base system then? Cool.
Kind of.
I am as well.
And to end off, I basically made it that buying equipment is really important. So if you're very good with robots, you just don't naturally get everything. You need to actually plan out what you want to buy, how much. And so when you go when you go to a mission or like you go to an investigation, you might lose some of your equipment. It might get broken because someone had set up an EMP bomb, as an example.
Yeah.
So then it's like, oh shit, it's broken. I need to get a new one, or I need to get this fixed.
This idea that I'm
So I have to,
hearing
like-
sound kind of very much reminds me, not specifically because it works differently, but it reminds me of the type of direction that Vampire the Masquerade takes, and it's one approach that I very like. They're quite heavy with the RP side, and they have some very good skills in their skills.
Yeah.
That's partly what mine's
I would,
based off of.
I would say
Yeah, I
that
mean,
for what you're describing, I would say the percentile system that's primarily used
Yeah,
in
no, that's a good one as
in
well.
Call of Cthulhu would be really good for that.
Yeah,
I-
because
I
my
think the
campaign,
system works
yeah,
well.
my campaign has been designed in mind with minimal combat. So it will be
Yeah.
very heavy
Yeah.
role playing, thinking that combat is very short
mean-
and very minimal.
Yeah, it's like in the Call of Cthulhu, I think you have like maybe like a little block of maybe 10 skills that kind of cover combat, like shooting and
Yeah,
punching
you've
and
got
stabbing things,
firearms,
different guns,
brawling,
and then the
yeah.
rest of the character sheet is just like other skills, just other
Yeah.
skills, you know, social skills, mechanical skills,
And
investigating
they even go
skills,
into stuff like
knowledge skills,
psychology and stuff
you know.
like that. They do
With
yeah,
that
exactly.
said, with that said, from one thing to another completely, I'm loving the fact that I have yet to meet an idea that Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't make playable.
Yes, yeah, I've really enjoyed what I've had in Baldur's Gate. The only thing I'm disappointed about, not
How many
because it's not
playthroughs?
in there, you can do a melee mage, but I wanted
Yeah.
Hexblade. I love Hexblade, but you
Well,
can
Hexblade's
still
there.
do.
Every warlock is essentially a hexblade.
Yeah, basically.
If you take Pact of the Blade.
Which is, well, yes and no, because Pact of the Blade with Hexblade adds your charisma.
Yeah, no.
Instead of your
Let me
other
finish.
stats. Go ahead.
Hexblade for every warlock now. If you not Hexblade, if you take Pact of the Blade, so any warlock can take it. Pact of the Blade lets you add your charisma score to your attack. It lets you use your charisma as your combat
Yes.
modifier.
Fair
So
enough.
any warlock can
The
be
other thing-
basically a
yeah.
Hexblade.
The
It's
other
not
thing it
quite
doesn't
as the
do
same, but it's very, very
is-
similar. That's how they got round it. Basically,
Yeah.
they gave everyone they gave Pact of the
know-
Blade a massive buff.
You know, each pact normally has an increasing eldritch invocation you can take to make that pact more powerful. They
Yep.
don't really have those in there. I mean, they have some in there, but they definitely don't have it for Pact of the Blade, because the one for Pact of the Blade allows you to make an extra attack. Which
Yeah, that's
can
part of the
You
Hexblade.
get that
Hexblade at level
passively
6
with
gives you an
level up,
extra
though.
attack.
Yeah,
Do you?
just get an extra attack by leveling up.
What with?
Yeah, at level
Warlock?
6 in
Yeah.
if you're a warlock, Pact of the Blade, level 6. If you have Pact of the Blade, you get a Pact in upgrade, and it gives you an extra attack.
I thought it gave me something else, because I.
No, it gives an extra attack. My main my solo campaign has been a warlock running around with a greatsword.
Basically-
I'm the same actually. It's a warlock running around with a great sword, because it's fucking hilarious. I absolutely love it. And the other thing that I did alongside, obviously, running around with a great sword is making lots and lots of potions of speed, because see, for 3 turns you can make 4 attacks. Bang 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 bang.
Yeah.
Bang 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 bang.
You,
Bang, 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 bang.
there's
you
a
get a
there's a pretty simple way to use 4 fireballs in 1 turn.
yeah. You need to be
yeah.
thief rogue type subclass, isn't it?
No. You need the main thing you need is like someone having the haste.
There's
Yeah.
but there's
It's
a way
very
around
funny.
that though, where you don't have to use haste,
You
because
can
the
just use
thief
the-
subclass is a little bit broken, because their bonus action lets you use any bonus action. So if you've got
Potion
quicken
sorcerer.
spell as a sorcerer, you can use that to cast another fireball. Plus
Because
action
obviously you turn
surge
it
as a
into
warrior
bonus action.
lets you cast another fireball.
Yeah, that's for 5. You can just use a potion of speed and your bonus action thing you were talking
Oh, yeah,
about
yeah.
to do 4.
But you can do 4 fireballs without actually having to expend any spells or like potion resources. There's a way to build it where you can
Yeah.
just do it with your skills.
Yeah, but
Admittedly, obviously you run out of
action
sorcerer points,
surge, you're
so
only gonna
arguably
have
there is
that.
some expendables there. But
You have an action surge. You can only do once per long rest. So once per long rest,
Short rest.
you can do that in short rest. Action surge
Yep.
is meant to be once per long rest. Meant to
once
be.
per short
I'm not
rest in
saying
BG.
that. That's fine.
it's awesome. Basically, any mage class, in my humble opinion, it should start off at least with a level in warrior to start with. You get your con saves, you get heavy armor, therefore you don't need to waste any points in dex.
Yeah.
And later on, you can take another level to get action surge. You can cast 2 spells a turn. Well, at least once in a battle you can cast 2 spells a turn. But obviously
Yeah.
with the spells that a mage can get, that's some pretty scary Nova damage.
I mean, also, I don't know if you can make more of these potions, but I found a potion that counts as a long rest, and a potion that
Plus-
counts as
Yes.
a short rest. Those are
I
cool.
come
I don't
from-
know if you can make them though.
And something
come
that I think is just completely busted, that the bar just gives you an extra short rest.
Oh, it
Yes,
does?
that is so
Oh,
broken.
damn.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you just get an extra short rest when you have a bard in the party. I wanna like make a full commit to it
Right,
because
anyway.
in the first
Is that-
campaign that the
I've
first
gotta
campaign
go
that I
AFK.
Huh?
Yeah, no problem, man. You go eat.
the first game that I played with my friends, I played a rogue bard. I wanted to play a charlatan, kind of a liar, tricksy, charming character, and I ended up finding out that that is a very fucking good support build.
Yeah.
But because there were 3 of us, and I wanted to like take a more offensive, I needed him to be more of an offensive role. I had to swap out, but that was really, really
So
interesting. Because I had so many actions, I had so many possibilities, so I could just be that.
So, do you mind me going over what I was creating for each of these skills? Is that okay?
I did see that Vixie has unmuted.
Yes, yes. But obviously, Jim
Sorry.
wants to eat
Hello.
his food. Well, we can say hi, Vixie. You are here now, and we did introduce everyone earlier. So obviously, how do you say your character's name again? Because we felt a little bit bad that we couldn't quite pin it down on our own. I couldn't, at the very least.
Yeah, I feel it's the same as Vixie because everyone says it in a different way because different languages pronounce it differently. So it's Liana.
Liana.
I don't know.
That's kind of
Liana.
what we got.
Yeah, I think.
We went with Liana or Liana, I think was the other one. So it was the emphasis on like I or the A. So Liana, we'll go with that one because that one sounds nice. Obviously, we are just waiting half a second for Jim, and obviously, as we said, for the first little bit, we're going to be talking about some D&D stuff and Baldur's Gate and generally the kind of how we feel about all that type of stuff.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun with Baldur's Gate yesterday. So much fun. A friend gifted it to me because I was invited to a group with Knight in it as well, and he was so nice to actually gift it to me because I could not have it until the first.
Yeah.
I was like, oh hey, that's wonderful! I can actually play it earlier.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yesterday I said like. I apologize that there is some scuff because older laptop system.
Yeah.
There might be something. It's probably just on my end, but I just want to make a heads up. It will run. It's above the minimum. It's even reaching for the recommended. No problem. The moment we start into play, excited to make our character use like an hour of talking and going back and forth because I've not really looked into the classes, so it was just like, oh my god, what will I go with this time? The moment we get in, I think it was like we played for like 2 hours, and out of those 2 hours, we played like actual like 15 minutes because.
Is it because it was slowing down?
No, I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the age of the laptop or something. Because I'm pretty sure it's the battery or the disk drive that was basically causing the whole system to stutter.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a stutter like it needs to catch up every so often. Like had that with what's it called, Doom Eternal. It's every few like moments, like maybe every 10 minutes or every time something like more explosive happens, you need like a second to quickly catch up itself. It was no problem, but it did it like every at some point every second basically. I could move 1 second and it would stutter, then I could move one more and it would stutter again. I was like literally unplayable at one point.
It is a game that's well worth getting a proper chance to play, but I can also understand that being quite frustrating
Yeah,
to be away to
yeah, I'm
play.
just trying right now. This is also why I'm on my phone at the moment. Currently
Yeah.
downloading Discord.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
tried to just to try it because I am getting a new laptop. Well, earlier than expected. I wanted to put it a bit later, but I'm gonna move it up and buy a laptop in like 2 weeks.
Awesome.
Then I'll get paid enough for the first time actually. It's wonderful. And I'm just trying like just at least I'll try to reset my laptop just to factory settings because I didn't want to wait hours upon hours to like do it thoroughly
Yeah.
just to see if it will do something at least.
Yes, of course.
And if not,
The
at least I have a
issue.
clean laptop.
Yeah. Forever the one do. So obviously, if that's okay, what I was going over with my system is so each skill has a level from 1 to 10, and that level from 1 to 10 is like understanding the skill and stuff like that. So far, what I've got is level 1 is you know the skill, you can see other people using it, and you can kind of recognize and understand the components. Level 3 is you can start to use it yourself. Level 5 is intermediate skill. Level 7 is expert skill. Intermediate. So novice means you can use kind of say a component of that skill. Intermediate is you can use a couple components together, maybe not as complex as you want. Expert is quite complex. 7 is meant to be, 8 is meant to be like mastery. No. That's mastery. Oh, mastery. Sorry. 8 is teaching other people. 9 is mastery. You are like one of the best in the world. And then level 10, I still haven't quite organized what it's going to be yet. I think this plan's going to work out quite nicely. The only problem I have right now is getting it to be well working, because obviously right now I'm a little bit like, ooh, have I covered every single base that is needed for this? I'm hoping that I have, but it mostly comes down to somebody eventually going, why can't I do this? Why is this not covered? And me going, shit, I knew I forgot something. And I
I
reckon
mean,
that's probably what's going to happen.
you are gonna be unable to do everything.
Yes,
Like that's
exactly.
just physically where it's gonna end up.
I'm like I've tried to cover all of my bases, but you are right. It is going to have somebody go, oh well, why can't I do this, or why can't I do that? And I'll go, because I didn't think of you needing that type of skill. Like for example, I don't specifically have a skill for any sort of defensive or specialist magic. So stuff like Mage Hand, Knock, Arcane Lock, stuff like that, currently isn't covered by a composite skill. It's covered by Arcane, mostly. Because the way I see it in my game world, everyone can use magic, which means anyone can use battle magic, but they don't understand the components of actual magic. They understand the raw, untamed power. To actually understand magic, you need to take levels in Arcane, which obviously is going to teach you what the different parts of magic mean and what each part actually does when you're casting a spell. So, like, you go and cast a fireball as somebody who doesn't have Arcane, you don't understand what you're doing. But as somebody with Arcane, you understand that what you're doing is you're pulling in hydrogen, you're pulling in oxygen, and then you're using pure magic to spark those two to create a fireball to launch using gravity magic. That makes sense?
Mm.
Maybe not. No, but that's sort of what I was thinking. That's not what I meant. But yeah. So obviously, come back around to Baldur's Gate. Obviously, how are people actually finding the overall story and stuff? Because we talked about the system, but how are you finding the actual story and stuff?
I have just got to Act 2, and I have no complaints.
So Act 2, you're near the tower now, if I'm correct. You're
Uh,
towards that, aren't you?
Shadowlands finished.
Yeah.
Or like
Shadow.
kind
Oh,
of.
is that actually Act 2? Is it? Fair enough.
Yes,
So you're in the Shadowfell. No, not the Shadowfell.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Shadowland. No, like Underdark is still Act 1.
Yeah,
So
Underdark's
you
still
are
technically
actually in
Act 1.
Act 2. Yeah, you're going towards the tower. So
Yeah.
that is yeah.
Yeah, that's where I am with my second playthrough. I got so far with the first playthrough, and I was like, you know what? There's been so much stuff. I just want to see what it is like if I do it slightly differently, or do it this way or that way.
I
Like
mean,
with
I've
my paladin.
experienced that because I'm. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm already in doing like 5 different playthroughs.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So
Like with
I
my
think-
paladin playthrough, I completely forgot that I was meant to be trying to cure that area, and I missed that whole subplot entirely. So,
Ooh.
so it was just like, oops. Don't.
just
Yeah.
I like that Baldur's Gate does what fucking 90% of D&D tables don't do, which is actually have consequences for breaking you out.
Oh,
Hmm.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've never had
Like-
anyone actually play a paladin yet, so I haven't had the opportunity to.
Yeah.
But
both.
Because
My-
most of the time it's like, oh, you broke your oath. That doesn't matter. Like, no, it's supposed to be a serious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, in Baldur's Gate 3, like I'm playing a Vengeance Paladin. So
Yeah,
the fact that I
and-
forgot to cleanse the area of the shadowy influence doesn't matter because
Yeah.
the greater evil was taken out, who you'd have to take out, because I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil it in case anyone's listening to.
Yeah.
If
But
in
I was
Baldur-
I was like so focused on doing that I literally forgot all the other subplots for the area.
Yeah. But in Baldur's Gate, it's just like if you break your oath is gone. There is nothing you can say or do to get it back. You are an oath breaker.
No, I
What
think there
is
is a way
the
to get it
Oathbreaker
back,
like?
but it's a whole subplot. Again, you don't just automatically get it back by paying some gold and stuff.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I think with the Oathbreaker, I think you have the choice to stay as an Oathbreaker, or when you talk to the person regarding that. Again, I don't want to make too many spoilers. I think apparently there is an option to try and redeem yourself.
Oh,
Oh,
I was
redeem
just
stuff just wasn't working. For some.
oh no, I just had to switch from phone to Discord because I installed it.
Cool. Oh yes, because you said you reset your PC. So, is everyone ready to
Yep.
play?
Yep.
We finished last time after we killed some innocent civilians, and that's a lie. We killed some evil people, but still.
Nah,
Yeah, we
to-
killed
My
some
character's
pretty
trying
evil
not to think
people.
about collateral damage.
I say, to be honest, they everyone in the city is considered a pirate, so they might have been civilians before, but they're not now.
Yeah, they tried to kill us. I feel obligated in killing them.
Well, like I say, my character's chaotic neutral, so I think my character can probably look the
I'll
other
have
way in
something
that
else
regard.
that's in my system. You know, humanity from from Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah.
I've done something like that, but with alignment. So there's 2, which is your nature score and your soul rating. Oh no, your nature rating and your soul rating. Nature rating is whether you're lawful or chaotic or in the middle, and then soul rating is whether you're good, evil, or neutral. And obviously,
Yeah.
you kind of get so like if your background is more evil, you'll get a chance to save better when trying to keep your character evil. And if your background is lawful, you'll get better chances of keeping your character lawful. But like it basically means that alignment change actually is more likely to happen because it's not just arbitrarily, oh well, I'm this, and yeah, okay, yeah, I did this small thing, but it doesn't matter. It's like, well, no, really, there should be some sort of knock-on effect for that.
Well, yeah, like I say, sorry.
And it's
That's
scale, so it's not just like a straight
Yeah.
break in. You know, you go
Yeah.
from one to the other just because you failed once. It's a slow scale where you slowly become
Yeah.
the other, or slowly become, you know, or you just stay the same because you always pass and you're always doing the right thing, and that's fair enough.
Yeah.
The thing is, you
I
can
say
become
that's sort of-
gooder. Go on.
Yeah, that sort of stuff does exist in D&D. A lot of it's kind of arbitrary, left up to the DM. But I've also seen systems that actually like have a tracking system and a point system for that as well.
Doesn't
Particularly the
the
tabletop stuff.
honor system for D&D actually track that?
No idea.
I don't know. Like I say,
I
there's
believe it's an optional rule that's designed to track that. Just no one really uses it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's been loads of different systems over the years, like created by Wizards of the Coast or TSR or whoever owned the rights at the time.
Yeah.
And then there's also been like loads of homebrew ways of doing it, and then loads of the computer tabletop roleplay games have various methods of tracking your alignment and stuff. And
Yeah.
Alignment is complete bullshit because it's meant to be changed if it comes down to it.
Yeah.
basically it's down to the DM to manage it, and if they want to manage it.
This is,
And I
this
get
is
why
something
some
I'd like
DMs
a
don't
little
really
bit
care.
more, is that I've got a scale that's 0 to 10 for both. 0 being really good or really lawful, depending on which scale we're talking about, and 10 being really evil or really chaotic. And obviously, as you start on the scale, most people probably start at about, if they're a good character, they'll probably start at about 3. But if they're a neutral character, they'll start at about 5. And if they're an evil character, they'll probably start at about 7. And the point is that you could become more good, or you could become neutral or evil, which basically means that you could become the purest good out there. And I think I might add something for that, so there's an incentive to do those good in-character things to get more good points. You know, like Fable, the Fable original game, or Fable Anniversary, as it goes by
vaguely,
the other name. Its morality system allows you to lock certain spells and certain skills to your morality. So you know you can't use the spell. I think it's like Arcane Shield at its highest level unless you're a really good character, and you can't use the Drain spell or something if you're not a really evil character. And so, like, those type of things is kind of something I might do for characters. Otherwise, it might just be an entirely thematic thing. I'm still, you know, thinking about that one.
It all depends on the theme of the game you want. I mean, like Vampire the Masquerade, for example, as you referenced earlier, like has a humanity system, but that's because the game's about horror and it's about you living with the fact that you were once a human and now you're this blood-sucking monster of the night, and it's your struggle to, like, that's meant to be one of the big roleplay factors of Vampire the Masquerade.
Because
and
if you
quite
get
a lot
down
of
to
the
a
time in the games that
guilty,
I, admittedly, as much as I ran as played,
Uh,
gets very sidelined quite a lot.
we get to start?
Yeah, we can start. I'd say.
Alright.
Just to finish what we're saying, yeah, if you get to a humanity 4, there's an active effect that people will find you disturbing. And I almost kind of want to do something like that. So, like, if you're a normal type of good or evil, it will have no real effect. But if you go to the extremes of either end, you're going to have effects on certain types of people. You know, criminals might not want to talk to you if you're incredibly good. They might find you quite disturbing and quite irritating. Whereas, you know, obviously vice versa for really evil for really good characters, they might find you really, really disconcerting. And then people in the middle might just find you kind of meh. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like certain really dodgy people just give you a weird vibe. I've met people like that before that I've later discovered are dodgy as all hell, like probably psychopaths, and they, you know, and it just made me feel really uneasy.
It's reality, and I think it's going to be an interesting system. It's just going to take some work, and I think I personally think it's well worth it.
Yeah, and then of course you like the opposite, and you have your Ned Flanders who you just want to punch because they're so nice.
Oh yeah,
like,
and that's going to be brilliant because it's going to drive roleplay. Because it's like, and I tell you, oh yeah, by the way, you're meeting a true good character. It really fucking irritates you because every single time you say something ever so slightly wrong or naughty, they're going
I don't know if anyone's watched Honor Among Thieves. Is it the new D&D film?
Yeah.
I've seen
Nope.
I've watched it in the theater.
Yeah.
It's just there's a paladin character in that, and it's just like it's such a perfect portrayal of a paladin in my opinion. It's just like
it is also a full-on DMPC, but you know it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just love the it's just like even down to it's always like Drax-esque, like just doesn't get like literally takes everything at face value and takes everything literally. And so it's
my favorite part was improvised for him.
Oh,
and it's when he walks away. Yeah, when he walks away in a straight line, and they literally just because they told him to just like keep walking, and then they didn't tell him to stop, and they were like, "What happens when he reaches the rock?" And then he just the actor just walked over it, and they were like, "Perfect, we're gonna use that."
I think there's even a line about it. It's like, oh, he's gonna walk around. No, he's just walking.
No, he's just walking over it.
And it's such an NPC moment because you think about it, like a DM doesn't normally describe what somebody's doing. They just say, and that character's now walked away, and that's almost exactly the representation of things. They just walk. They just walk. You don't know how. It doesn't.
But yeah, it is an amazing description, like the amazing way to showcase a paladin. Though
I also really like the potato gag. They're just not only does it become a lethal weapon at one point, but it's just brilliant. I like it.
And I also love my nerd, like my brain just loves the fact that they are constantly showcasing concentration when it comes to spell casting without ever mentioning it out loud. They never mention concentration, but they constantly show what happens when you lose concentration.
Like the illusion, I think, is the best show of it. It's like slowly falling.
Yeah, it just like goes insane. With that, the money falls on the floor. The dragon turns back to stone. Like it's all just like showing the concentration falling off.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah.
Right.
And I mentioned it before that I love the fact that they're not like when Simon casts magic missile, he doesn't say magic missile. He says the actual incantation for magic missile, which is lovely.
Yeah. But it's a good way to make it much more realistic.
Yeah, one of my the completely random thing as well. One of my favorite things in that movie, and I know it's like really innocuous and weird, but like my favorite dragon is the black dragon, because in my mind there's nothing more terrifying than a black dragon. Just like the idea of being melted to death by like a spray of toxic like acid, and you get one in that. It's only in there for like I don't know 3 or 4 seconds or whatever, but it's there. Black dragon just like being bleh, and just spraying like acid everywhere, and melting people. Beautiful.
I think this maze scene is my favorite because it showcases like them getting creative with way to get out of there, and I think it's lovely.
There's some brilliant like creative uses of magic items. Yeah.
Right. So,
actually, there's so many things that movie, like the fat red dragon.
Yeah, it's very good. Right. So.
Chubby dragon.
Were in the.
I love him. I love him.
He's very
I love him.
And it's the body slide to try and numb something up. That's
I love And when he starts rolling like sideways towards them because it's a better way of movement.
The reason why I bring it up is chuckle because it was refreshed to me. I don't know if you noticed this in one of the random little dialogues very early in Baldur's Gate 3 when you're in the Goblin camp. One of the goblins says something about like it can't it can't be a bird because it's too fat. He won't be able to fly. And one of the goblins turns around and goes, but dragons are fat and they can fly.
Yeah.
Like.
Right.
I don't know if you heard it. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
So.
Roleplay.
You guys last session were fighting in the courtyard as you were going to the tower to try and break the door because you wanted to basically disable their means of running stuff in and out, people, letters, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
I think we were bugging out, weren't we? Or were we going to hang around?
You were bugging
and we ended up in the combat section where we had to kill a bunch of people.
You're bugging out of the fort, as far as I understood. You just wanted to destroy the gate on the way out, which you were running across the court to get to.
Yeah.
That fight was.
Because we messed up the porch, we messed up the citadel, and then we were thinking about going to help at the Golden Gate.
Yep. So if you guys want to, Golden Gate. You mean South Gate? Is it Golden Gate?
Yeah, it's named Golden Gate.
It's called Golden Gate. Okay, I'm having a real moment there. I don't always remember the names I make because
we're going to Golden Gate. Oh, okay.
A lot. It does ring a bell to be something else, and I can't think what.
I didn't think we wanted to help the arbiters or whatever they're called.
No.
I didn't think we did. No, because I thought the whole point was for them to reduce their numbers as much as we can, so that when we bring our forces in, we can capture them and hold them ransom.
Well, why not maybe help out the other side a little bit? Maybe not directly, but you can always.
I don't think we'll be able to insert ourselves into their ranks. But then again, I suppose if they, I guess at that point they'd probably accept any help they can get. If someone just suddenly turns off and about them and starts throwing fireballs at their enemy, they're going to be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And the other thing that is a possibility is you guys were considering dealing with the mortars. If you don't deal with the mortars, that battlefield to the south goes in the favor of the pirates. If you do deal with the mortars, it's up to you. So you could do an inactive helping or hindering them, or you could go and do an active one. it's up to you. Like, if you want to go and take control of the mortars, you might even be able to fire them better than the people that are there currently, because at the moment it is just any old sod that can grab the ammunition. Frankly,
Can I use more? Oh yeah, I've got firearm skill. I can fire mortars. I don't know about
the
anyone else.
choice of direction
Yeah, I could
is
fire
up
mortars.
to
That
you
won't be
guys.
too much of an issue.
So you could go and join actively, and I do have an actual battlefield for that, and I will allow you guys to disguise yourself, because you have got plenty of people here. You have shish kebab that you could grab some stuff off of and hide yourselves. And as you said, you have logically come up with an argument I don't disagree with. At a point where they are outnumbered, they are going to take any help on that bit of field at the very least.
I'm right in saying
before
Warforge
we-
exists in this world, don't they?
They do.
Yeah,
Before
that's
we
what I've
continue
kind of
any
been.
further,
Yeah.
Let's Ozzy just dial back for a second and finish what's going on in the fort, or the citadel. Sorry, you've destroyed the citadel. Are you sure you destroyed the citadel wall? You've killed the people in the courtyard. As you're running to deal with the gate, I assume you guys are still going to go deal with the gate. Yes. Get up into the gate tower.
I might have dropped out of the session at that point, so I might be a little bit
It was
behind
part
on
of
what happened. I don't know.
your original plan.
Well,
Yeah, I
the
know, but I
mortars
think
could take
I
care
think
of
I
that
had-
pretty
didn't I-
easily.
Didn't I have to leave early
Hmm.
last session or something?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
All that happened was you finished that combat in the courtyard. That was it.
Yep.
So you're basically to tell you exactly where you are right now. You are in the courtyard, in the citadel's walls. Where you decide to go from there is up to you. You have got an open portcullis. You could go straight out into the main road. You could go up into the portcullis tower, and you could destroy the door and then jump off the tower wall if you wanted. It's up to you. Just where you're going from here as a team to proceed forwards to wherever you then go.
I mean, the mortars would probably be the next thing, because we already fucked up the docks.
Yeah.
And we also fucked up the citadel.
Yeah, it's just I was under the impression you guys wanted to fuck up the citadel a little bit more by stopping them having free movement in and out. But that's fine.
Yeah, we can use the mortar to do that.
Just turn the mortar a little bit and make it just a firing
If
field.
you want to do that, I mean, yeah,
I could-
that's fine.
It should have the
Water
range.
citadel.
Well, it has the range. It's just one's definitely going to destroy the portcullis. The other might just destroy the citadel overall. Which fair enough. You could just do that. That'll also deal with the problem. Although I personally prefer you didn't from a DM point of view, because there are other people in there and it doesn't give them a fair chance to defend themselves. Because you're dropping.
We're gonna try not to destroy
I
it.
think it would make a fun, engaging situation for them. Suddenly, the citadel
right?
starts to crumble as
Yeah,
you hear
it would.
mortar fire.
Sure, that's fine. And, I'm not going to stop you. I'm just saying what I feel as the DM.
I feel like there are some interesting storytelling possibilities.
Yes,
Okay.
there is.
£20.
So I say, let's go to the mortars.
Okay. Well,
I mean, no matter what,
again?
we need to deal with the mortars.
Yeah, we need to deal with them either way. We just want to take out the
Where-
gate with the mortar.
Where are the mortars?
That is a
I'm going to say
question.
they are in the old Eastport court. Very central
does it
point of
mean-
the city. Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Section 1.
No, not that far away. It's pretty close.
Wait, what? Focus ping. What the hell's a focus ping? Does that just pull you guys
Drags all of our
around?
focus. Yes.
Cool. I actually really like that. That's really good. Oh, wait, somebody do another focus ping. I want to see if it pulls me. No?
I don't even know how you do one.
Right click. And then focus. I know my focus ping will pull me.
We cannot do the focus pings, my friend.
So it is just me that can do it. That's fine. But oi, all of you, look up there. I like that so much. Anyway.
Yeah, no problem, Visu.
That's the space I was looking at. It's actually, you know what? That makes this so much easier. Because it means I can go, right, you guys need to be looking here. Boom, I can pull you there, which I actually really like. Because quite often you guys, like on the black map, you go, oh, where am I looking? And you go, well, it's this one space that's visible on the map to me, because I'm able to zoom out enough to see it. But yeah. Right. By the by,
Yeah.
if you all guys are just running through the gate, you've got no challenge. There's nobody really challenging you right now. You've just murked one of their walls, murked the citadel, and then fucked up a whole bunch of guards that were there. So you are able to pretty much just run out of here unchallenged, because you've completely fucking murked them. So direction you're taking, you're gonna go through the main street. Basically, all of you can control this little counter here for you guys. So just kind of let me know the general direction you guys want to go, because you've got a couple of different routes into this courtyard here, and I just kind of want to know which direction you're
Out
going.
of
as a team.
curiosity,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just like trying to like going a straight route might be the best.
can I?
Probably
Can
would
I?
be.
Out of curiosity, can I see like the chain that controls the
Obviously.
portcullis?
Yeah, it's open and on display.
Can I try a creative use of Tasha's caustic brew? Because normally it's like a 30 foot by 5 foot wide like splash AOE like flat across the ground. Am I able to like shoot it up the chain that's holding it?
I mean, as you've got the ability to fly, you should be able to place it on it personally, but either or works. No, you don't have the ability to fly. That's somebody else. Yeah, I'll allow it this once because it's a thematic thing and it's more interesting.
Yeah, I would say I'm not. It's not like I'm.
will
It's still
say the
going
chain
30
has-
feet. It's just
yeah.
30 feet up rather than 30 feet across.
The chain has a threshold of how much damage it's going to need done, so if you want to roll it out,
Oh yeah, no,
should-
I'll roll damage. That's fine.
yeah, that's,
Uh,
but we'll see. Don't get me wrong, the threshold
Can-
isn't insane because you're using acid, so it'll almost have an
yeah,
advantage.
I think if I remember rightly, it burns for several turns afterwards as well. Because obviously it's going to fail. It doesn't get a saving throw. I'm
No,
assuming.
it doesn't. It's prone. It's anything solid is count as prone. So a door is always prone.
Each creature
yeah.
in the line must succeed a dex saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration or until the creature uses an action to scrape or wash acid off of it.
Yeah.
A creature covered in acid takes 2d4 acid damage at the start of each of its turns. And it lasts for how many turns? 1 minute. So
yeah. Well then, if you roll me, that's 10 turns, so 10 times 2, so 20 d4, and we'll just get kind of an average. I'm sure that it will do what's needed, but we'll see. If it doesn't, I might say, hey, it's looking really frail. You've got a last second before you pop through the gates to. But we'll see. We'll see what it
46 damage.
No, that's over my threshold. I was giving it 30. That will break. In fact,
Maybe not while we're there, because I'm not going to hang around.
No, you're gonna cast it. Probably bolt the other side. Watch it because it's only a minute. You think how quick that is? That's really not that long.
Very true.
So you can stand there for half a second, make sure, and as you see it start to fall, I assume you're gonna start moving away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have managed to break the chain. You'll hear quite a satisfying and it's not the same type of destruction you were thinking because you haven't really destroyed the wall, but you have destroyed their normal way of getting through it. You could also go and then use the mortars to destroy the wall more, so it's even harder for them to get through. If you want
That's destroyed the citadel entirely.
Yeah,
It's a
well,
mortar.
that'll take out the cannons that are being used to fire at different directions. You've taken out one lot, but as I said, there was 2 lots. There was one facing south, one facing east. You destroyed the east-facing ones, so you could also destroy the south-facing ones if you wanted to. So you are heading towards the courtyard. I saw Cyrus. I saw Knight plotting out a couple of courses. Which ones do you guys want to use, just so I know generally the direction you're coming in? So the more straight, open path, which is the main road, or you've got a back alley, which, depending on your approach you want to take.
I don't mind. I'll go with whatever.
I can guess the main road because I'm not a stealthy boy at all. I am just a tank. Let me at him.
So
That's fine.
I mean, when we get to the square, I've got a short. I don't know. Maybe do we want to do that?
So just before you come up into the square itself, so I'm going to say, oh, hello. Something happened there. Right. So as you come up to about here, you're going to be able to see the courtyard. And in this courtyard, you've got about 3 mortars and a bunch of crates that seem to be filled with ammunition that are stacked away from the mortars. They seem to be sending runners between the ammunition and the mortars themselves. They're not risking keeping them next to each other. Yeah. You can tell that these mortars have been pulled off of a ship. They kind of still have some of the planks attached to the bottom of them. Yep.
How close are they together?
I I'd say they're separate in the courtyard. They're
Yeah, what's
given
the distance?
space.
That's what I mean.
The courtyard is several houses long, so why do you have to ask questions like this?
Because I have AoE spells, so I need to know things like this.
Got how much we agreed that.
But let me put it another way to make your life easier.
Yep.
Would I be able to hit both mortars with a fireball?
No, fireball's a 30
Okay.
foot, isn't it?
20 foot actually, but bizarrely they
yeah,
shrunk
no.
it.
Shrunk it, have they?
Mm.
I mean,
That's a shame. No, it won't.
I don't know when that
both of
happened,
them.
but
Or 3 of them. I mean, yeah, because there are 3 of them. You could hit one quite solidly. I'm not sure where you want to hit them, but yeah.
next question would be, in my experience, do mortars survive fireball attacks?
Depends on the type of mortar. They're used to being under intense heat.
Mm.
The explosion
Our-
causes certain parts to go down.
Our plan was also to use one, correct?
I know
So-
exactly, which is why I'm asking if I fireball a mortar, like not literally fireball a mortar, because I don't want to damage the mortar, but if I fire a fireball near the mortar that will take out the people,
yes,
like
I would
I'd probably.
They're designed
Cool, fair enough.
to take immense
Yep.
amount of heat, but if they take the explosion itself, it might suffer some damage. Heat.
Yeah, I wouldn't be putting the fireball on directly on them, and secondly, I'd make sure I wait until after they've fired, like their current ammunition before going to fetch another one, so I won't blow up the ammunition because that could also damage it, because then it's another explosion.
It could also damage it. Yes.
So that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on fire. I'll be letting the rest of the people know. I'm going to fireball that one there. I'll wait till they fired before I launch my fireball, so we minimise the risk of damaging the mortar. I don't know if anyone else has any other area effect type weapons they want to deploy in a similar fashion.
I could try sniping somebody with the gun.
I'll launch a firebolt at the one of the people on the sidelines.
So what you've got for each one of these is you've got an operator, a runner, and then you've got the person handing out the ammunition at the other end. Whichever one of those you want to take out first in this kind of operation for each cannon, so that's 3, 6, 9 people here, is up to you. You know, in your intellect, you say probably the operator's the one you want to get rid of most because the mortar's on you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I'm aiming my firebolt at one of the operators.
No problem.
Hmm.
The other thing you'll notice is that the runners are really quite agile. Like this seems to be they've been training quite heavily for this, and they're quite strong as well.
Are they in a good formation, or are they kind of staggered in weird shape?
Consistent chain.
Perfect. My next question would be: Could I do I have a reliable chance of maybe hitting like all 3 cannons / operators, or anyone touching the cannon? I'm thinking about maybe lining up a lightning bolt instead.
How far does a lightning bolt go?
A lightning bolt is a 100 foot by 5 foot area of effect, basically.
You will be able to hit a chain of 1 of them, but obviously because they're chaining out to each cannon is placed in a separate place on the courtyard. That's why you couldn't just drop a fireball on one of them. Give me a second, because I was actually going to pinch the counter you sent
fair enough.
to show you the actual position of the cannon.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I was asking if they're in a long chain, so I could fire a lightning bolt, because 100 foot is obviously 5 times bigger than the fireball.
Yeah, that's first. Yeah, you could, but not quite for all 3 operators. You could hit, say, operator, runner, and person with the ammo. Although, you might want to be careful with the person with the ammo.
I was wondering. I don't care about the guy with the ammo or the operator. What I'm looking to do, I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying, is can I line up several mortars with a lightning bolt and hit the mortars simultaneously? Because the mortars aren't really unlikely to be damaged by lightning, but anyone near or touching a metal object that's hit by a lightning bolt is obviously going to take a whole bunch of lightning damage. That's what I was suggesting. I didn't think I'd be able to hit like all 3, but I might be able to line up like maybe 2 possibly.
This is the formation, and this here is the ammo point.
Right. Okay, fair enough. I'll just fireball them.
That's fine. Give me an idea which one you're fireballing and who's shooting at which operator and stuff like that. Just so I get a
I'm
general
probably
idea
gonna
of what's going on.
fireball the one at the back.
Yep, no problem. Ben, you said you're gonna shoot
Hmm.
one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Which?
I'd probably have to go for this one or this one. I only got 90 foot of range here.
That's fine. Yeah, you can go for the bottom one. And what
I'll
are you
wait for this
doing?
one.
Yeah, that's all good. So you're each kind of going for an operator in this scenario. So you guys roll me a stealth because you might be able to surprise them if that stealth isn't higher than a certain point, not because you're deliberately trying to stealth, just because they're not really paying attention. Then you'll get a surprise round. Otherwise, we'll go into initiative rounds.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't be stealthy.
No, that's fair. It's fine. I just,
He is throwing a fireball. That's kind of noticeable.
I know. It's just like the reality is that the off chance you guys might not have been seen. Vixie, you there? You all good? Or do you need a moment to sort yourself out? I might wait for a second if you need to sort something out.
The mic.
Yes,
Mic
I saw
working
that
on.
she said the mic, but obviously it's also not had a roll, so I'm not sure if she's okay or if she's got other issues at the moment.
Is he typing?
One moment, no problem.
Yep.
Just let me know when you're good to go. I mean, we're gonna call the stealth roll probably fit. Discord is not picking up my mic even if it's active. That sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Right. Well, because Jim's roll failed, we will call it an overall fail in the surprise round. But obviously, initiative, so you guys do get to go and roll your initiatives. You might work out higher than them anyway. And all it's really going to
No,
be is
I
they
don't.
maybe
I
will
no,
remove-
I don't mind being the sacrificial lamb. So those guys are sneaky, and everybody's looking at the 6'5" like hulking armored thing walking towards them, charging up arcane energy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's fine. You guys then will get a surprise round, which means you get an advantage on your attack. So if you guys want to roll those out, and then after that, if you could give me initiatives, you can click on the counter for Delta Squad. You can click on that to add your initiative to the turn order. Should be able
Hello?
to Hello.
Yep,
how are
Hello.
you? You are
Good. I
alive.
had to quickly go. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I was speaking the whole time. I thought you could hear me because Discord was lighting up when I was speaking.
No, we did not. Sorry.
Discord.
Fuck you, Discord, man. And it's just, of course, it's when I reset my PC and settings are not the same. And cannot
Oh,
wait
Jesus.
to get my new laptop. Good.
Yeah.
But also, quick thing. I completely forgot about the Beyond 20 or Beyond D&D or what? No, Beyond
Beyond
20
is what it's called.
add-on. So it doesn't show up on roll 20, but I did roll a 24
Okay. Cool.
on D&D Beyond.
No problem.
Too quickly.
All good.
Um,
That's fine. Obviously, it turns out that somebody else wasn't able to pass, but it's good that I know where to look for your roll now. Do you want to?
We're not
Yeah,
rolling.
so
Have we
pass.
rolled initiative, or are we waiting?
Well, you can roll initiative now. I've rolled it for them, but obviously those three get surprise rounds, and then we'll go into normal rounds. 11. Cool. That's fine. I'll add you onto the list. So,
hold on. Quickly,
17.
just so we can quickly do this before the whole initiative. From where did you get the Beyond 20? Because I forgot that.
Store or your version of it.
Huh?
Yeah, it's an add-on for like.
Yeah,
Chrome.
but
Chrome Store.
oh, it's okay. Good.
Yeah,
It's that.
yeah.
So it should be this.
Yeah,
Add.
it's an add-on for the from the Chrome Store, not for the Chrome Store. Sorry.
Let me just quickly try. I think it worked. Let me try do a quick roll here.
Your initiative is 17.
Yep. I see that.
Okay, it
You and
works.
Ben have the
Wonderful.
same. What is your dexterity, Ben and Jim?
My dex is 11.
Ben?
It's way
Like
higher.
total dexterity?
Yeah. You're
He's
you're,
11.
You're both 11. Is that?
14 is my total.
You're 14.
Yeah.
That's fine. Then you go before Jim. That's all. That's all I
Okay.
need to know. That's a nature check from you, Vixie. But hey.
Yeah, and I was
okay with the nature.
I was just trying to see if the roll would come up because
That's fine.
it did say it was added. Just
The
safety precautions.
Just
initiative,
really
right?
yeah,
My bad. Yeah.
Ye-
Hi. Could be worse.
Oh,
It's not
nice.
bad. It's not bad.
Not bad.
And then obviously, if I get one from you, please, Vixie.
Oh, I thought the one was rolled for me. Oh, whoops.
This is all. No, we haven't done that one.
There.
Ooh,
Be-
ouch. Ooh, that's an oof. Right.
Well, I don't need that
It's
for
close to the
round.
one that was selected.
Surprise rounds. Ben, you have gone first. A 17 will be able to hit the operator.
Okay, I rolled a 19 with my advantage. Yay.
Yep.
Because I did that earlier.
Yeah.
I guess I can roll damage right quick.
Sorry, yeah. 19 will hit. 6 piercing damage, no problem. You will see that the operator is weak because he's already gone to bloodied. He's not the strong one here. That's fine. You don't have more than one attack, do you, or do you?
No, I don't.
That's fine.
I can order my pet to do something, and that's
Then-
all I can do.
Jim, it's you. Right. Roll me a dice. It is
Who, me?
yeah. It's odd that the gun runner isn't with the operator because you're going to drop a fireball. So I want to
Right.
see if it hits two of them or one of them.
Oh, I see. Right, okay. I'm just roll a d6.
Yeah.
It is
it's
odd.
Or even. It is odd, which means that they are there. That's fine. No, it'd be odd. I said it'd be likely if they were there, which is even. So odd, so they're not there. That's fine. They're
Is that what you
running
said?
to
I
get
don't know.
I don't know. Which one did I say? Somebody.
Doesn't
Mm.
matter.
Right. We'll say
It's irrelevant.
it's odd if he's not there. Roll another one, and we've definitely confirmed
Okay.
it this time. Yeah.
Odd
it's
if he's not there. Right, got you.
Odd if he's not there.
Okay.
Odd, he's not there. That's fine. He's in between running. That's fine. If you'd like to roll your fireball to hit the lovely gentleman, please. Or the not so lovely gentleman because you don't like them, but yeah. Oh wait, no. This is after. Shit. Fuck. Well, we'll use it. Fuck me. Yeah, we'll definitely use that. That's my fuck up because I forgot you're not in the surprise rounds. It's all right. Remember the number because the spell's still been cast. It's just gonna happen half a second later. Vixie. No, you've got
Yes.
surprise rounds. Obviously because you're pretty much like one shot after the other. There's no one in between. You guys can let me know who you're hitting.
I was blasting the operator of this one
Yeah, that's fine. If you give me the roll,
with a
please.
firebolt. I'm pretty confident that hits.
That hits, not a problem.
Crit, isn't it?
Not quite. It will go green if it's a crit.
Ah,
Oh wait, that's Vixie's. Where's yours?
And that is damage.
Oh no, it's Cyrus. I thought it was. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so that's 8 damage.
You don't crit on a 19, do you?
No.
No, that's fine.
Mm.
That's fine. Yep, that is a decent amount. Again, he's looking bloodied. So that's 2 of the operators looking fairly beaten up. Vixie, who would you like to hit? You've got
Right.
an operator for each cannon. You've got a runner for each cannon, and you've got 3 people stood next to the ammunition in the center of the courtyard.
I think I'd shoot at the same place that the next character did.
No problem. Yep.
So I'll be using a Eldritch Blast for that. It's the only
problem.
long range thing I got. Right now I'm
The heck was that?
having a moment. It's the hit. It's the
Ooh,
hit.
Thank you for the follow.
What do I click for that?
For Eldritch Blast, you should be able to go and find it in your list.
It's hit. Yeah. Is it
So
the hit
instructions, and then
DC?
it's the 4th one down. Then yeah, hit dash DC. What's this little message
Okay,
here?
good. Yeah. I had a.
Mm.
Oh,
Sorry, but
Jesus.
I
Yeah.
will have to. I'm sorry. As the mod, I am actually gonna. At the very least, I'm gonna do that. Sorry, but that's not accepted here. We're not using bots or anything like that. Apologies.
People.
Somebody drop in the chat suggesting that we use bots, and respectfully, no, thank you. So yes, 11 won't be a hit, unfortunately. But I believe at your level you'll have more than one beam.
Oh right, yes. That's 2 beams,
Yep, 2
right?
beams. So
I
if you'd like to make another roll.
forgot.
Oh,
Yes.
actually, you have advantage. So roll an advantage for that one and roll your second beam because you're in surprise rounds. Why are you
Wait, no, that's the
lagging?
wrong. No, I clicked the wrong thing. My mouse sensitivity is off. Everything is so. I just know it's just a bit off. Oh.
Change my mouse.
This was a
Now. I'm set
mistake.
like a DPI 2000 instead of 3000.
But that one hits.
It feels off. That does
That one
hit.
hits. And as I've got advantage, there was just one roll, right?
So you rolled the 11, then you rolled your advantage, which was the 22. So you can roll the damage for that one.
Yes.
And then roll 2 more dice for the second attack.
Yes. Careful, I'm gonna click the wrong thing. That's 1, and then twice again.
Yeah. With that, you managed to take out the operator. Do you want to find a different target for that second beam? I assume so.
Yes.
Problem?
Yes. What's the look
You got 3 runners
right now?
and
Yeah.
you've got 3 people handing out ammunition to the runners currently. The runners, 2 of the runners are going in between. One of the runners is grabbing ammunition right now.
I tried to hit the one going for ammo.
No problem. Probably a sensible idea.
And yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. Then 19.
Yeah, it hits. You're fine.
What
You crack on and roll your damage.
Hold on. Something just popped. God damn it, Norton. The fuck.
Mm.
I was just installing something in the background and it just like pops up like, hey, Google Chrome might be a virus.
Hey, now bloody right.
I just need for bookmarks. There we go. Right, and with that, at long range I do not have any bonus actions, so that ends my turn.
And that is a runner who is looking rather unfazed from being hit. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not surprised they got hit, but they're kind of like, huh? The fuck was that?
The fuck happened?
There.
Yeah.
Must have
which
been the
operator's
wind.
dead?
The operator in the lower corner. This one over here.
Right.
I don't know if I could. Unfortunately, because these are considered drawings, I don't have the normal little things I can put on top of them. The gentlemen drawings, so they weren't on the grid. Being silly. Won't let me put the little symbols on them. What's wrong?
I'll just ignore that.
What?
Well, if they hit the far corner one with 120-foot Eldritch Blast, then
Well,
I'd be able to hit 2 cannons with a lightning bolt. But doesn't matter.
Yeah, I already said you could hit 2 cannons, but you'd have to.
Oh,
have
did
them
you?
in a
Sorry.
Line. Yeah, I just said.
Oh
Like,
yeah, obviously I'd
you
have to
wouldn't
have them
be
in
able to
line.
hit.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
that's
could
okay.
do it. It's just it's not gonna be. How do I do it? You'll hit 2
Yeah, that's right.
operators. You won't hit an operator runner and a like, or you could chain up
Yeah,
an
no, that's fair enough.
operator
I
runner and a
misunderstood. But
thingy.
the point is, I'm not in the right place to do that now anyway, so it's
That's fine.
irrelevant.
Yeah.
So then we go into rounds. We've got operator of cannon. Like 2 other cannons are going before you as a team. And I'm going to go with the bottom one first. And they're going to start running towards you. They haven't really got ranged attacks, so you have got a runner running towards you, and then you've got one of the people for the ammunition kind of trying to box up and alert people to hide shit, because otherwise it's going to get, a problem. Then it'll come around to Ben. You have got 2 people running at you with big meaty fists.
All right.
Meaty fists, no weapons?
No, they're not currently, at least. They're running, so they haven't tried to pull out anything yet. They may do in a moment, but right now they're just running at you guys, because there's a bit of distance for them to close before they can really hit you with anything.
Well, I guess I shall holster my pistol, pull out my Kopesh, and start charging. Let's
No
go!
Obviously, as they're running towards you and you're running towards them, you'll be able to close the distance. You'll be able to engage.
Oh, sweet. I can swing? Sweet.
Fine.
Kopesh. Swing! Bada. Whatever one I can reach. The first one I can reach, plain and simple.
Yep, that's fine. And yeah, you will hit.
And I am wielding my shield, so this requires the one-handed attack.
Yep. So 9 damage. Hey, you want the one-handed in this scenario. That's fine. Yet again, this one kind of seems unfazed. They seem to be very hardy people. Don't get me wrong, you give them a good nick, though. Anything else you're doing with your turn? Anything else you can do?
Beast, protect me. Allowing Nice Steel Defender to use its action to defend me.
No problem. That one adds to your AC, I remember.
Hold on. Where I use my Beast Steel Defender, it allows me to deflect attack, deposes disadvantage on a creature attacking.
As Jim just said, as a bonus attack, yes.
As a reaction.
Yeah, reaction. Sorry, yes, that's what you said. Yeah, that's all good. That's fine.
I can order it to attack as well, so. So I guess I could make an attack.
Yeah. Well, actually, yes, it's a reaction. You could do both. There's no reason you can't.
Yeah. I would say I think it's a bonus action to command it to attack, isn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, it's a bonus action to command it to attack. It can use the reaction, so.
Protect you.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how the heck they handle its weapon.
It uses your attack modifiers to hit, I think, and then whatever damage it does with its fist or whatever weapon it has. I think it says somewhere, if I remember rightly.
According to this.
Oh, it's got its own little stat block, hasn't it?
I click this button. Attack with it.
That's all good. Yeah. Okay.
And hold on. For some reason, it changed the page up. And then does this for damage.
What's the range you got on that one? That one's melee, so you're only able to hit the guy that's with you. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Don't have a turret. Be cool if I did, but I don't.
That's 11 damage. That's the best you could do. Nice. I will say that you've got him to blood. He's looking kind of unhappy now.
All right. And that's all I can do.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to a visual representation, because I know some people want it. Yes, it looks a little bit janky. Consider that the stuff in the background's largely irrelevant. It's a representation of the space, and I have compacted a little bit so you can have a more compact map. But basically, these three over here are the people with the ammunition. Those are the two runners that are coming at you. The other runner is dead. There is an operator who I'm about to grab a counter for, who is still alive, and there's another one up to the top who's also still alive. This is the operator that is alive this side, over here. This is the operator who is alive over here. Consider that that building isn't there. You've got a straight line of sight. I do apologize. I thought I had a more open battle map. I don't. Maybe I just need to make a default concrete battle map at some point. Probably. But okay. All right. Makes sense?
Hmm.
Is there any questions if it doesn't make sense? Because I can always clarify if it doesn't make sense.
All right to me.
7 of them left. Oh boy.
Okay. Right, so just checked in on something. I'm gonna go and ban that person who popped into the chat. Just because we don't accept that stuff. Right, apologies. For the random delay. You guys are in combat rounds 21, 21, 17. Jim, you were doing a fireball which hit the person, which did 40 damage, didn't it? That.
Yes. So.
Dead.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I mean, I don't think they can take 40 points of damage. They were meant to be the operator who was kind of weak. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I was kind of hoping to hit more than one person, but that's fair enough. Otherwise, I wouldn't use a fireball. It's kind of a waste of a fireball. There we go.
I'm sorry. We rolled the dice. I gave it equal chance. It just didn't roll in your favor.
Yeah, sorry. I thought that was to actually hit like all three, not like just two. One, sorry. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the chance was that you'd hit. So the D6 was whether you'd hit one or two of them.
I thought there were 3 people involved in all this.
Yeah. So you have the operator, this guy over here,
Yeah.
the runner, this guy here, and the people handling the ammunition away from the guns. That's what the
right. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I get you.
So you had a chance to hit 2 of them, the runner and the operator. Or you could, to be honest, I could have said you could drop the fireball on the people holding the ammunition. Trust me, it'd have an effect.
I realize that. Well, I'm not. I realize I could do that. I'm not doing that because we apparently want to use the mortars afterwards. It's all good. It's just like I say, I wouldn't have really used a fireball on a single target, but it's all good. No, I realize that afterwards. It's a bit like yeah.
No, that operator's dead. No, is that runner dead? That runner's not dead. Sorry, I'm thinking about something. I've realised there was a third runner, and he's slightly further back because he's running from the other side of the map, or the other side of the courtyard. So, are you doing anything else for your turn, Jim? I believe you still have a bonus action. You might have another attack. I can't remember if you do 2 attacks.
Yeah, but I can only cast 1 spell if I do have it multiple attacks, which I don't think I do.
Really?
No, I don't.
Spells only count as 1 attack, or can you like do an attack and then cast a spell?
No, you can only cast 1 spell a turn. If I remember the rules as written, so you can't use like
unfortunately, it doesn't have the Poltergeist roll, which would be amazing, but also broken.
There are some ways around it. For example, like Blade Singer, them extra attack allows them to cast a cantrip, with their second attack action. But normally you can only cast 1 spell a turn, even if it's like an action spell and a bonus action spell. You pun?
Really? I've never played it like that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Quicken spell is the only other way you can do it. Yeah.
Obviously, you can use a reaction because normally you use reactions outside of your turn. Well, yeah, the Blade Singer has an ability to let you do that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, fair enough. Fine. But yeah.
So as I say, my Blade Singer can cast 2 spells a turn.
That's fine.
Well, 1 spell and 1 cantrip.
If you have the actions and stuff to do it, I've never really capped you on what you can cap, but that's fair. I didn't really think that was a thing. But maybe it is. Maybe
It is. It's not in Baldur's
Gate. It is, unfortunately.
And you might not want to allow that. Otherwise, you can do broken things that you can do in Baldur's Gate, like fire 2 fireballs in 1 round with access.
Yeah.
For example,
if you've taken levers into fighter or mage to get action surge, fair enough. I'm not going to stop you.
But anyway, what am I doing? I would put some limitations on it though if I were you, because otherwise, for example, my core features I get for being a blade singer isn't a core feature anymore because anyone can do it.
I didn't realize it was a feature. I just thought it was a thing you could do.
Yeah, that's right. It swings and roundabouts. So there's no need to worry about it right now.
Think about one of my characters. I've cast how many Eldritch Blasts in a turn?
Yeah, but that's using things like Quicken Spell, which allows you to do that.
Right. Okay.
Plus, cantrips might possibly. I don't know. I can't remember.
I'll take a look at the rule at some point on it, and I'll make a decision on it.
Yeah.
I'll have the proper read of what the rule
Actions anyway. Actions. Let's have a look. What can I do with my bonus action? Ooh, pardon me. I don't think I can do anything with bonus action. Oh, there we go. No, my bonus action economy is pretty. Oh, I can do that. Not much reason to though. No need for that.
You get yourself closer.
I could do. So there's fighting over there. Yeah, no, that's my action over with for now.
No problem. Then we come round to the other cannon person who's going to run 30 foot and put himself there. Can you see the arrow when I do that on that guy? Can I change that setting so you can see it? That one. I'm literally showing an arrow right now, so this is what I was curious whether you can see it or not.
Nope.
Did not appear. Maybe so it's hiding from others.
Yeah, it might be because I'm the dungeon master. I might just have to have a little poke around, see if I can change that. But yes, he's moved up to there.
I know there's at least for us, there's the ruler, and you can change whether you want others to see it or not.
But obviously, when you're right-clicking on a character to show the direction you're going, it's nice that if it would do that, but it doesn't. But it's fine. Knight, it's your turn.
Unfortunate. I can see this guy then, right?
Yep, yeah, you can.
I will try to blast him with a firebolt.
Yeah, that's 80 range. Is that enough to hit him with a
firebolt? Yep, 120 range on firebolt. 25.
That'll hit.
Rolling damage.
Isn't the one you hit before. That's
14. So that is 14 damage on this person.
That is dead.
And I will take a step over there and end my turn.
Not a problem. Vixie, it is your turn.
Right. I'm here. How much movement is this? Oh, it's good enough. I wish to go right now. I wish to go to him and stab him.
Stab him? Crack on.
Yes. Let me just find.
Yeah.
Oh boy. There. I assume that hits.
Does indeed.
And bonk. Oh.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's unfortunate. I would like to use my bonus action to bonk him with the other side of my stick.
Problem? Yeah. Pull on mastery, yeah.
Good. Yes.
Go bonk him. That'll hit.
Yes.
Queen.
Right. It doesn't show up. And it's 1d. Yeah. Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, it should be on the ability that you can roll it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, if you go under actions and then scroll down to bonus actions, it should be in there.
Yeah, it wasn't just showing up for me for a second, so I was confused. But when I clicked out, it it came up now. And with that, I shall end my turn.
Problem? He's looking like he's on his swinging legs. You know, he's a little wobbly. Bears.
I had to.
We're about halfway. It's alright taking a little break. I'm gonna do a little quick
Wiggly,
break
wiggly.
with it, and then come back and do a little spiel. So we'll take a quick little break if that's all good with people.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
that's fine with me.
Fine with that.
Everyone in a good position, right? Well then, we will be back in just a moment. We are going to take just a little break, and we will be literally right back with you as soon as we can. Hello, lovely people. So, what I'm here for a little second, whilst our little team is taking a little break, is I'm going to let you know what's coming in the next week. So, this week we have none of our talk shows. That means no push to talk and no meta show. It's because we have got hiatus because of the AT tournament. So that won't be on this weekend. Then obviously Monday we have got Mismatch Monday with King Wolf playing Baldur's Gate 3. Then we have got Wormhole Wednesday as usual with Mifune and Mark. And then Friday we have got the oh my god, I'm having a why is his name covered up? Yep, that's fine. With Life Shifter, we have got the Armor Core 4. No, VI, that's 6. Armor Core 6 release. And he's also doing a Logitech giveaway, so make sure to drop in. Sorry, just noticed something from somebody. There we go. So, apologies. Yeah, make sure to drop into his stream on the Friday on here because he has got a Logitech giveaway going on that day. And obviously that is next week's schedule, and then obviously come around to the week after that, you'll have pretty sure it's the same again. You'll have the Mismatch Monday. Then you'll have Wormhole Wednesday, and then you'll have me on Friday. And I believe that weekend you'll then also have Meta Show and Push to Talk. Although what is happening on this Saturday is me and Ben Drunk, the other person on this stream here, will be doing a Magic the Gathering games on the Saturday night after when the Meta Show would normally be on. So you'll be able to catch us for you guys in the probably evening playing some Magic the Gathering. So yeah, that is what's to come up in the next 2 weeks. And we are going to get back into the game now. I'm just going to switch back over to our lovely little team. Right, so we want that one and that one. Right, let's unmute these lovely chums and see what they have to say.
Motherboard you want in it, but the bit that you mount your motherboard to is actually like a weird little cutaway, and it's kind of smaller than the rest of it. Kind of makes me nervous to say you could fit anything on there. Does that make sense? If that was a solid like metal back piece, then I would be like, yeah, sure, you could fit any motherboard you like. But the little bit where it looks like you can fit your motherboard, it kind of looks not small, but it looks like it wouldn't necessarily let you fit anything and everything on it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
anyway, back to
people,
D&D.
We return from break. As long as everyone's got a drink and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All
Almost up.
No problem. That's all good. I've just finished mine, but I also have just had a decent drink, so I'm all good. We did our little shout outs to people. Whilst we're here, I am going to do a dash shout out to our lovely people here. So we've got Mr. Knight's Dream, who runs a range of different games. Oh. That was short. I'm a bit confused. But somebody said something was short-lived. Did I miss something?
I think I don't know, but
I'm also realizing I've forgotten how to do the shout-out command. There we go. Right. Is that correct? That's correct. There we go. So we have Mr. Night Dream, who streams on here. We have got Ben Drunk, who does have a stream, but he is currently doing more YouTube. You should be able to find links, I believe, to his YouTube on his stream page, if I'm correct.
I think I have YouTube on there.
If not, it might
believe I have YouTube on there.
You have YouTube on there.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Yes, yeah. Go make sure you got YouTube on there. Thank you, TJ. I don't want to put myself too loud because I don't want to pop too much. So if I do sound like I'm popping or coming through way too loud in comparison to others, or very grating because I'm topping out, just let me know.
Yes, I do have my YouTube on there.
Awesome. And then obviously the last one of us, there's a streamer, is obviously me, because I'm awesome. And obviously you can go catch me on my channel when I'm not here. As you can see, I was last seen doing a D&D. It's almost like I'm the DM. So, back into what we were doing here. We were running into some little combat, and we come back around to the beginning of the turn. So we're going to have one of the guys go for a swing at you, Ben, I believe.
They get a disadvantage though on the attacks, so
Yeah, that's
gotta
fine.
love that.
Remember, you're using your reaction for that, so you can't use it for something else.
My pet's using your reaction for that.
Yeah, but it's still your reaction that does that.
Okay. That works.
So, it's not that your pet gets reaction and then you get a reaction. It's you use your reaction to get your pet to do that, and you use your bonus action to get it to attack.
Okay.
But that's all good. They are going to come swinging at you with a fist. Well, I'm calling it. We're going with a claw because that's the dice I have, and it's rolling at a disadvantage, which means it doesn't hit. That's fine. That's a 17, and I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit you, does it?
No, it doesn't. Close, but no cigar.
Close, but no cigar. Okay, cool. Then we come round to the other gentleman here who is still running up, and he's got enough movement to make it up to you guys. Odd or even, Vixie and Ben, one of you choose.
Oh, if he... Wait, the moment he enters, I would use my reaction. Like to stab him.
No problem, you can do so.
Oh no, that hits. That's pretty low.
That doesn't.
Stab him menacingly.
You jab at him menacingly. Right. Well, I mean, as you're the one who went to stab at him, it's not even going to be an odd or even anymore. He's going to try and hit you. So this attack is coming at you, Vixie. Let me know if it hits. So 23, does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Problem, then that's 8 damage, please.
8 damage, yes.
Problem. Then one of these guys is going to run away from the ammunition and go that way. And then they're going to pull out a pistol and take a shot at you. And then... Someone alright?
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like somebody was having a hard minute breathing there. Apparently breathing isn't for me today. Jesus. Please stop hurting me.
And do be a helmet. Here, like these.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like different country. I'm not sure that applies here. Sorry, I'm gonna need half a second.
Take it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm probably the best I can be. Just whilst I take a half second from the thing. Thank you, TJ, for letting me know about the sound, and I hope overall it's all generally a little better now. I will check the VOD later as well to try and get a better idea of it. So, yeah, pistol attack going at somebody. I should have declared that first. Doesn't matter. It doesn't hit anybody. I'm going to declare this one this time because I fucked up last time. And they've got a choice. What's the range on that one? 40 foot. Oh, so they have to probably hit somebody close or take a disadvantage. Didn't realize pistol has such a shit range. They get a disadvantage on either of you two, and they're going to take a roll to see who it is. And we're going to say Ben is odd, Vixie is even. That is a 1, which means it's going towards Ben, and they're rolling at a disadvantage to hit that one. So 1 and 2. That's a 9. It doesn't hit you. That wouldn't hit you in a million years. And then we come around to your turn, Ben. And Jim. So have a little think about what you're doing, Jim. Ben?
Okay.
It's because like you're literally one after the other. So.
Well, there are 2 people in a row, and that means I get to use my melee weapon. Alright.
No problem. Yeah, crack on.
So I will swing at the one directly in front of me.
The new one. That's the new target who's coming to your range, just so you know.
I don't think that hits.
No, it doesn't. Sorry. You're looking for 15 or up.
Okay, time to use my action surge to try this again.
Do you not get a secondary attack?
Not currently. I have to take more levels in certain things, and I hurt myself by doing it. But luckily, I have this glorious thing called action surge.
Yeah, there you go. You managed to hit that time. What are you doing?
Okay, one-handed attack.
Nice. See, these one-handed attacks are coming out good for you.
I'm also going to use a superiority die.
Right.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Class features. I consume my action surge. Going to use 1 superiority die to do the maneuver that allows me to do sweeping attack, allowing me to hit the second target within 5 foot of the original target, and add 1 superiority die to that damage.
Yeah, it's when you hit, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you have to hit to actually be able to even do it. Sorry, I just wanted to double check because some of the way that some of them work is like you have to use your attack action to do it or something like that. So I just wanted to double check. That's all good. Yeah.
No, mine are when they hit. I get the roll.
Attack and the damage, or
whoops! I'm only supposed to take 1 of those.
I mean, oh jeez, that's 4. Yeah.
I'm only supposed to take 1 of those. Does it? It doesn't give me a direct option to roll. Okay, you know what? Fine, I will cheat and just roll 1d8 from this, and they take 1 damage. Yay!
1 damage is 1 damage. You know, you're chipping away at them. Maybe a little slowly, but you're chipping away at them. Hey, look. Even if they could soak extra damage, they can only soak up to a minimum of 1. Therefore, it's still going to equal 1.
Yeah.
I'd always round up, so it would still equal 1.
1 damage.
No, it should be rounded down. It is possible to take no damage from attack if you have damage resistances. But yeah. But each their own.
Well, the one that got hardcore denied on damage, I guess I'm going to tell my beast to bite that one because that one took like next to no damage.
Fine. It'll have to take a movement action, so it'll no longer be next to you. So it can't impose disadvantage on attacks hitting you anymore if you do that. In fact, I'm going to full representation of it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I ain't seen the token for my critter, so I'm just like,
Because it has to move around to be able to be in reach to hit the other guy, because it has a 5-foot range.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard Jim asking why, I believe.
But it can't be there. It has to be the other side, otherwise it wouldn't be able to defend him.
Yeah, but it's attacking this one. So it was on the other side. Right. He's going to use its movement action to bring it round to the other side to hit the other guy.
Why would you do that?
Because he wants to hit the other guy, because he got annoyed he didn't damage it.
Right? I practically didn't damage the guy.
22 will hit. Not everything's done on logic. It's done on, screw you! Because that's pretty real. That's fucking. Your defender is good at damaging anyway. That guy's dead. He got murked. I mean, to be honest, he was close to dead anyway, but he's dead.
I was kind of hoping to kill him with a sweeping strike, but that didn't work in my favor.
Dead Jim.
I'm all set.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow.
Alright, so who's left alive?
Jim. The ones without a big X on them.
Yep.
Okay, so that guy's alive, that guy's alive, that guy's alive, that person's alive. What state? I assume these are uninjured.
This guy's injured. Everyone else is uninjured. Oh, sorry. This guy and this guy. Why is that not going up again? Are injured.
Okay.
basically earlier Vixie took a pot shot at one of them, and then Ben hit that one this turn.
Okay, I will. Which one looks the worst for wear?
The one next to Ben. So this guy.
This
here.
one.
Yeah.
I shall cast Toll the Dead on him then.
Cool. Remind me what that one does. Oh, wait.
Wisdom saving throw for half
problem.
damage, if I remember rightly.
He is that guy there, so we're going to give him a wisdom
Oh no, it's
saving throw.
hang on, it says save or suck. Oh, maybe I don't want to do that. Too late. I've already said I'm doing it now, I guess.
Well, he already failed,
Oh,
so
Yeah, cool, fair enough. Then he takes 2d12 damage.
cool. So wait, you said save or suck. What does that mean?
Well, like save or suck. Like it says like it's not like save for half. It's all or nothing.
Yeah, I do find some of those a little boring. I prefer
So
that
he
it's
takes
save for
10
half.
10
and not
necrotic
a...
damage.
That's fine. Especially with the lower damaging spells as well. It's like, you know, you should be able to have that one be a save for half
It's
damage.
a cantrip for a reason. You know, it can't be too good.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can just fire that all day. Never runs out.
I guess at that point you then reduce the damage a little bit, but you could still only take half, so like 2d8 or something. I don't know. I was just thinking, but yeah. So you've done that. You doing anything else you've done?
Didn't kill him? Okay.
No. He's looking bloodied now. You did do a good bit of damage to him, but these ones had a little bit more hit points because you guys can dish out a lot of damage. No. To be honest, they were the runners, so they were the people who were beefier. Everyone else is squishier.
Don't think so. Hang on. What can I do with my? Pardon me. Nope. Someone else's
No
game.
problem. Then that is this guy here who's going to run to there, and they also now. Oh no, not there. Sorry. I forgot the cannon was sat there.
I would like to poke him.
You've already used your reaction to do so.
Oh, it hasn't passed the turn yet.
Wasn't the cannon there?
No.
Yeah, the cannon
Wait,
is there.
my turn order is weird. Then my turn order.
You're the last one in the turn.
Yeah.
So, wait.
It tells me I'm. I just think my roll 20, like everything is just scuffed because I reset my laptop. So I assumed it's just doing something weird because it currently tells me.
What was that?
Tells me it's my turn.
No. Right now it's labeled as the cannon's turn. Am I wrong?
I'm just gonna rush this turn.
Right, you can
probably
do
might
it,
be.
I think.
Oh, no. It might just be because it literally tells me that I'm next in line, like as in my turn. But I think my roll 20 is also just being funny. My icon's also really obnoxiously large.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna mind anything.
That's right. You take the attack. I believe a reaction has gone around, and I think I'm just wrong because I remember you doing an opportunity attack recently, and I think there has been done. So you can go ahead and make the attack.
It might be, but I'm having a bit trouble following because apparently turn order is not working on my side. But right, as you say, I shall do I hit, and
you hit.
does 17 hit?
Yeah, you hit.
Wonderful. 8 and 9. Wait, why is it?
Oh, okay, man, this is.
Why are things being? Right. Let me select my damage, please. There we go. There you go. 10.
No problem. And then it'll come around to them actually being able to attack because your reaction has finished. Damage, obviously. And that's that guy there. And by the way, breaking fast, I am answering your question. It will just take me half a second because I'm also running the session at the same time. Then they are going to take a swing at the cannon or Vixie, so I'm going to roll. It'll be odd for them to hit Vixie. And it hits the cannon, that's fine. That is a melee attack coming at your cannon, Ben. The 22 hit.
Steel defender. When did I get a cannon?
Sorry, still defender. Still defender. It's because I used the token. Sorry, yeah. Your still defender does a 22 hit.
22, I believe, does hit.
Okay, it's taken 4 damage.
Well, it does.
Well, the still defender doesn't really care about it.
No, still defender's pretty hearty if I remember. And then
20 or so hit points, isn't it? I think.
yeah, something like that. Right, they're still gonna have to try and hit a disadvantage. That's fine. There is a pistol shot at disadvantage coming towards you, Ben. That's a 4 and an 11, so no, doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, it ain't gonna hit me. That's
Knight,
for
it's
sure.
your turn.
I will attempt to blast one of the people at the back.
No problem.
This guy specifically.
Sorry. Yep, no problem.
This guy specifically.
Yeah.
Roll the hit. A 14. Does 14 hit?
No, yes, it does hit that one. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, it's one of the guys at the back, so yes, it does hit them.
That is 11 damage.
Ooh, nice.
No problem. That is a strong damage. That one is looking bloodied, if not near to death.
Alright.
Because obviously it's gone beyond both conditions, so that's why I'm saying both of them.
And I will attempt to shove this person here to knock them prone. And that will be strength saving throw.
Wait, you're trying to shove somebody? How are you shoving somebody from where
Yeah.
you are?
Telekinetic.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, okay. Who was it again? Sorry, I will admit I ticked out for a sec.
One in front of London.
That's fun.
I will attempt to shove them prone, so that's a strength saving throw.
Yeah, they're making it now. 23.
That is a success, so nothing happens.
I'm sorry.
No, it is what it is. And that's it. I got nothing else. My turn.
Then that passes round to Vixie. What would you like to do?
Alright, I like to part of my mutations. I like to heal 5. And I shall too. I have it active, yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's just
I
don't know if you need to do something to activate it. Sorry, I can't remember if it's a roll or if it's just a you activate and it does. Sorry, I know what I mean.
Technically, I should have done I should have done a bonus action to activate them, but I don't know how much passed between the last the fight and this fight, because I think they do. No, I do not have my notes up, but I think it counts 1 hour before I need to reactivate them.
You can have it activated for now, and I'll go and check.
I'll have
yeah. I don't remember.
I usually have the notes up, but considering they are stowed away, so I don't have them up. But I forgot about that minor part. But regardless, I would like to try to do the same thing as Knight did, but just differently to this very same guy. And use my coiling grasp on them.
One here, yeah.
But wait, hold on. How did you use that? It's an item. Wait, where is the item? Where?
I don't know what I've been
I
told.
think I've used it.
I don't know what I've been told. Coin grabs, it's right there. Right. So, well, tattoos on his head, NQ within reach, make a. So they've got to succeed a DC 14 saving throw or take 3d6 force damage and be grappled. So it's slightly different. You're going for a grapple, whereas as he was going for a shove. That's fine.
Yeah, well, yeah, similar thing.
I will make the saving throw now, and
He has
he
a
gets a
saving
19.
throw.
So unfortunately, that is saved.
Wow, this is a beefy man.
I mean,
This is
he is
quite a beefy
swinging his
man.
fists
Yeah.
at you, so this is what he's good at.
Yeah. But
Sorry.
disgruntled, I like to hit him as
Of
a
course.
bonus. If they have a bonus action.
Yeah, that's fine.
To
That is doable.
use. And hit him with my stick.
Your big meaty stick.
And
Shouldn't be meaty, actually.
pointy end, yes. 22. I assume that hits.
Indeed.
Oh. Oh no, that's 5. 5 damage to the person.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. 5 damage.
And with that, I will end my turn.
No problem. Sorry, I was saying no problem. What is it with me today? Oh, I think I picked up a cold from my mate at work because he came in with a cold. Happens all the goddamn time because we work in fridges, so it's a really good environment for them to germinate because it's quite a temperature they quite like, which is rather irritating. Right, what in the hell are you doing, Jim?
Calculating.
I'm watching
Can I
you.
move it off?
Numbers.
Yeah, you can. If you've made a square, you should be able to select. I can select it. So, oops, I'm trying to just select
another
it.
square.
Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, just try and move it around. It's just see, I can't seem to do that though.
You know, like when you'd go to select multiple things, take that over one corner, and it should select all of that. You don't want to, you know, try and select too much of it because you'll select the other counters near it as well. But you're like, you know, yeah. Right. We've got this guy who's going to go for a swing. So, Ben, the one in front of you is going to go for a swing for you with their fists.
Okay.
And they roll a crit.
Oh no.
What the? That was a bite. I rolled the wrong attack anyway. Still the same dice, but the damage dice is different. Yeah, no, it was. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? No, they're going for a bite. They're going for a psycho move. They're fucking and they are diseased, which means you are going to take the poison damage as well. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw to not become diseased? Unless you're immune to disease, I don't know if you are.
Do I? Don't I? Do I?
I'm gonna use a reaction to cast shield on myself, making my AC higher than what they can crit at.
It doesn't matter. It's a crit. It's a 20. It's the same for you guys. That it's.
Okay.
I'll be a
poison disadvantage.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I could take the damage. I got the health points for it.
You sure? Okay, I won't then. You'll take it. You said otherwise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Then that's 5, 10. Then add 12 and 15. So 5 plus 4 is 9. Then 9 add 15. I hate brain.
You're doing so much damage for a bite. That's insane.
Yeah, well,
it's
a poison on the other side of it.
Oh, do I have to make a con save?
Yeah, I did say yes. Please do make a con save for if you get diseased because they're you know not exactly clean.
Yeah, I think I have no problem.
You're not getting diseased, but you have got a bit of a foul bite. 36 damage.
Ow.
Jesus.
It was a good roll. So
Was a crit, yeah.
Well, no. I mean, they did a 4, 5, a 2, and a 4 on their crit roll. Well, I could do what I would normally do, which is just double the baseline damage, which would be, I think, a little less, to be honest. I don't know which system to go with, rolling extra dice or just doubling the damage.
Just a 4d6 poison. Jesus, what disease is this
Yeah,
guy?
that's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
Pardon?
I said a really big disease, something you really don't want.
Yeah, I bet. Jesus Christ.
Admittedly, I just rolled the wrong attack, but yeah.
Just ow.
God, what are
That
these
poison damage. Ouch.
You sure you don't want me to do this? It's too late now, though.
It's too late now. I already took the damage.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Right. There is...
You see the extended targeting and you're just like, uh-oh.
Jim, this shot is coming at you. It is already disadvantaged because they're doing it at extended range. That's a 9. I'm assuming that doesn't hit you. Thank God it was a 9 because the other one was a crit.
Nope.
Oh boy.
He wouldn't have hit me anyway.
With a crit?
With a crit? No, a crit would have hit you.
Yeah, crit would have hit.
I would have forced him to re- No, because I would have
Oh,
forced
you
him
would have
to
forced him
reroll.
to reroll. Yeah, fairs. Then one of these is coming at you at a disadvantage. Knight. I tried to read the character name and then your knight at the same brain. It doesn't hit.
That
It's a
misses.
6 and a 10. And then the last one is coming at you, Vixie, without a disadvantage because they are within range. That is a roll of an 8, which doesn't hit you, so it doesn't fucking matter.
No.
And then we go back into normal stuff. Ben, it's your turn.
Now that hurt.
Wiping foam out of your wound. Foam. Oh, no. That's bad.
God, no. However, I am going to use my ability. So I can remember where the heck it is.
Which ability? You have several.
Ah, yes. The power of the dragons enhance myself.
Cool. By the way, that's probably the first time you've ever heard him shout something like that. I assume you were shouting that. Are you shouting that in character?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the first time you've ever heard him shout that, which, as you guys all can
And
see,
I
that
shall
is to be
use
fake.
Aura Vitality, which I have to read the rules. Concentrate for a minute, and then I can apparently just heal somebody for free with it. So you can use a bonus action to cause one creature to gain 2d6 HP. My bad. So now I'm just concentrating that. Yeah, I'm gonna use that on myself because I'm missing health.
Turn? Is that or
once per turn? Yes.
Yeah, and that aura lasts for a minute.
And I have to keep concentration up, obviously.
So, just to double check, I understand this. Once per turn, you could give somebody 11 hit points for 1 minute.
2d6 HP.
Yeah, but it's already rolled it out for you.
Yes, which I have to roll the dice every time I heal somebody.
That's fine. So the 11 will be what heals you this turn, and then obviously next turn, if you heal somebody else, that's what you'll roll. That's fine.
Yes.
Right. I remember
I'm just
that
gonna
spell
throw
has
the-
a backlash, so obviously you have to see if it's going to backlash.
Where the hell is the backlash for that? Do I have that on my character sheet?
Yeah, you should be able to look in the feat itself. Okay, so when you cast a spell, so you need to roll. What's the spell?
I already
level,
have.
Sorry.
It's automatically third.
Third, that's fine. Then roll. What is it? 2d8.
You got wild magic.
No, he's got something else. It's even so you
Ouch.
gain that many temporary hit
right.
points.
Oh, I get that many temp HP.
Yep. So
Nice.
even
Exactly
it
what
helps
needed.
you, odd it doesn't help you.
Nice. That's
Yep.
exactly what you needed just right now.
Yeah, yeah. Right. And then that's your turn. Well, unless you're using a bonus action for something, I guess, but not. Well, actually,
Steel
you might be
Defender,
attacking with
probably.
your Steel Defender. Are you doing so?
It cost me my bonus action to heal.
Ah, right, yeah.
Does it? Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
That's fine. Then it's your turn, Jim.
Ooh. Okay, as you saw before. Oh, it's even. Oh, these guys have moved up. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Nice. So hang on. So that's 5, 10. So that no, hang on. Is that 10? Is that 10 foot by 10? Yeah, it's 10 foot area effect, isn't it? Right.
Centered on a point 10 foot out from it. Yes, that's 10 foot by 10 foot radius.
Oh,
No,
affected you more.
area. Sorry, radius is 10 foot across. So is it radius or sphere?
It's a 10-foot radius.
Is that not a... No, radius is out each side. Diameter is the whole width,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, that's right.
Because remembering, 101 maths and all that shit, because I remember all that stuff. God. Oh, I was okay at that stuff, to be honest.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. I'm trying to move this and I keep messing it up somehow.
Don't mess it up.
Well, actually, no, it's in exactly pretty much the right space. So I'm going to hit all those people. I can't move it to hit the guy at the far back.
No,
I
because you
am
wouldn't hit the people at the front.
I mean, I
Yeah.
could do a fireball actually and hit everyone I want to hit. Screw it. Yeah, fire. No, actually, the reason I'm not using a fireball is because I want to keep at least one level 3 spell slot back. So that's why I'm doing shatter. In case that's
fine,
what you
yeah.
want. I'm doing
Yeah.
casting shatter.
So, if you don't mind popping that one into the thingy, so I can read. I mean, I could go and find it on your sheet. I always have all your sheets
baby's
open.
first fireball.
Yeah, no, I know. I meant the actual system that I have to pay attention to if I need to pay attention to anything like saves.
Display in VTT. There you go.
Cool.
Save for
what's the
half? Yeah,
save?
save half. It's literally like baby's first fireball.
Yeah, that's fine. I just need to know what the
3D
con saving throw.
3d8 damage is a con save.
So that's
Unless
two
they're
of them.
constructs.
No, they're not. So this is 1.
This is what
2. They saves. This is your spell DC.
Oh,
isn't it?
Spell DC is 16.
Okay, so that's 2 saves.
It's 9 damage in total. That's a bit of a shoddy roll. That's an average roll, actually, I suppose. That's no below average. 1 damage to everyone in that area, except for the people that saved. They take half.
Yeah, I'm about to roll the other 2. I just need a second. Because I'm trying to open up something. Go 1, 2. That's a fail and a pass. So that's one of them taking full damage, which I'm going to say is probably the one nearer to the center. So that'd be that guy who takes the full damage. And then the other guy is going to take... so there'd be 4 rounded up, so that's 5. You've gotten one of them to bloodied, and you've put one of them near the end. The other 2, there's another one looking bloodied. And obviously the other person you didn't hit, so as in the other person who's outside of that range altogether.
This is where I wish I was a Thunder Cleric. Oh, sorry,
because you could push
Tempest
people.
Cleric.
Yeah.
No, if I was a Tempest Cleric, I'd be able to spend a Divine into a Divine. What was it? Whatever it is that clerics get, and maximize the damage.
Yes, yeah, I know what you mean.
I so want to play one of those characters at some point.
Right. Then it comes around to this guy. That one's dead. That one's done. Knight, it's your turn. Knight. Mr. Dreams,
Yep. Sorry. Yep.
it's your turn.
I will blast the one furthest away.
No problem.
Continuing with the using cantrips.
Yeah, of course.
That's a 14 again.
That one will hit.
And that is 19 damage, nearly max.
Ooh, nice. That puts him out.
I will attempt to shove him again.
Go ahead.
So I will require a strength saving throw.
Yes, of course. I'll just strength throw. Rolls a 22.
Yeah, he succeeds. And then I take some steps back.
No problem. Of
And
course.
in my turn.
Problem. Vixie, your turn.
Right. Actually.
By the way, if I
Um,
make a suggestion, it might work a little better against the people in the back. They've got a worse. They look frailer. Is what I'm saying.
mm-hmm.
As in to.
Well, they are beefy boys, so they certainly hold up.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's what they use to add to their damage, so it's why got an
The
alright
front
strength.
must be pretty beat up at this point, though.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty much on threads. As I said, both of them are at their final threshold.
Yes.
Oh, this is where you want magic missile.
And no. No, I will not be doing that. I'll try to do a little bit of a gamble and impose myself with a -5 to hit.
Yep, no problem.
Because if it hits, I add +10 damage to my roll.
Fair enough.
What have
They're
you
almost dead,
got?
though.
A
So
great-
Oh, great weapon mastery. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm about to say they're almost dead, so that might be a bit overkill. But
I got 2 attacks. I can afford to do one.
Yep, no problem. If you hit, you kill them. I'm just saying that. You've killed them.
yeah.
Wait,
Great.
no, minus 5. What's that put that to?
Yeah, then and positive 12.
That puts that to. Does it put that to 12? That won't hit then, no.
And
Got 14.
yeah. So I'm just gonna try to do it regularly this time without
Fair
that.
enough. I mean, it's the odds you play, and if you quite often roll
Exactly.
in the 20s, it's not bad. That's the damage, hun.
Wait, no, that's the wrong.
Yeah.
Whoops.
All good.
I
We'll
did
use
not
that
intend
damage for in
that.
a second. Just that doesn't hit.
Well, I can try one last ditch effort to hit something.
With, how? Oh, with the other
with,
end, with your bonus section. Yeah, that's
yeah.
fine. I was thinking for a second how you were doing that. But yeah.
One last.
That'll hit. That's no problem. That's a question. Does Polearm Mastery ability allow you to use the greater?
Yep.
Oh, that's just wrong. That's all good. Yep, you've got.
Oh
a
my
little
god,
bit
I did not
down.
know that.
Yeah, that sounds.
But still,
so
even
much
though
worse.
it would not hit because there would be a 13.
Yeah, we're not.
And they have a DC.
We're not using that in this example, but it's definitely interesting
No.
to know you could do that.
Oh wow.
Well, yeah. Well, remember when I said to you the other day on Wednesday that the damage dice that you actually do isn't the most important thing in D&D. Like in melee combat, it really isn't. There are so many other things you can do to add extra dice and extra damage pluses that the actual damage dice of your weapons largely irrelevant.
Right. So unless you're using daggers, which is the one time you kind of get screwed if you don't have something a little bit more oomph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but when you think about it, when you start getting to a decent level, you might have a strength of 18 or even 20, so you're doing a +4 or +5 to damage.
Yes, yeah.
That's half your dice of a D10, you know what I mean? So, like I say, your damage dice really doesn't matter that much. It's all the pluses you can stack on it that really.
Right. This one is coming at you, Vixie. So 23, does that hit?
Yes.
That's 7 damage, please. Ben, this one's coming at you. So 16, does that hit?
No. Oh, and I still have my reaction, so I'm going to intercept damage for VC.
No problem. Then
Because
the
I-
second roll is higher, so it's still a 23 because that's a crit. So she doesn't get critted because obviously it takes a 23 instead.
Oh, no, it just reduces damage. It doesn't make them reroll.
I thought it was a disadvantage. Okay, was it reduced damage
No,
by?
mine specifically is reduced damage.
That's
My
fine.
pets is
Oh,
reroll.
you're doing your one. That's fine. Then what
Yes.
what do you reduce the damage by? And ignore that roll. 6.
6.
Yep. No problem. Go on, Jim.
So I take 1
Yeah,
damage.
You take
I'm
1 point of
I'm-
damage, yes.
You're what?
Let me heal 5. Let me heal 6 then. 'Cause I
It
took
was,
7 now.
I'm making that crit miss, just so.
Yeah, no, it would have been a 23. I only rolled the dice again because I thought he was imposing a disadvantage. So it doesn't matter. Don't
Oh, right.
worry. You don't need to spend
No.
anything.
I didn't impose disadvantage. I just
Yeah, he
reduced
just-
the damage.
He just straight reduced the damage. So obviously, in this scenario, it doesn't even matter. That dice roll is irrelevant, retconned, gone. In fact, I might even be able to delete it. I could hide it. There you go. I don't know if you can still see it, but yeah.
I'm
This
confused. I thought you got a crit to hit.
No,
Nope.
no. So what it was basically I'd rolled 23. He then said he was going to reduce the damage. I took that he was trying to impose disadvantage, so I rolled another attack,
Oh, I get you.
and that
Yep,
would have
yep,
been
yep,
the
yep.
disadvantage one. So yeah,
Yeah, I get you.
they're going to take shots at you guys. You're each going to have one, but they're at a disadvantage to hit because you're at such a range beyond them. So Jim, this one's coming at you at disadvantage. That's 13 and a 6, so it's not going to hit.
No,
Cyrus,
not even close.
this one is coming at you, and that is a
Actually-
fail, a crit fail.
Can we say for thematic reasons that they do hit me, but obviously it just doesn't penetrate the armor?
Yeah, that's fine. That's what AC is. AC is a combination of whether you are dexterous enough to evade the attack or
No.
whether it just doesn't do shit.
That's why you say, "Are you dexterous enough?" No. They're just
No,
like,
no,
"No, I'm
yeah,
not dexterous."
you're
Do
in
your
plate armor.
bones function? No.
Shots are just bouncing off me.
Pen, it's your turn.
My turn?
Yes, it is your turn.
I am gonna go for the versatile attack, which allows me, I believe, right? Oh, you took it off. Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna use the grapple function on the Kopesh, but you took it off, so I guess I'm just making a normal attack.
But it might be that I just I was changing the system for it. Apologies. Yeah, I'll work that out. Did I take it?
Well, I remember what it was. It was only a D4, and then they had to make a contested strength save.
Yeah, I don't think I took it off the Kopesh per se, but I'll take a look at that.
It's not on there. That's all I know.
Fine. 19. Yeah, that hits.
Do you want me to roll for the
Damage?
minimal damage I'm doing? Yeah, to try to pull down.
Oh, you're
Or do you
gonna
want me
try
to
to
roll
grapple.
for
Yeah,
normal
that's fine. No, yeah, you roll for the d4s. We'll say, what's your normal damage on that one? Sorry. Is it one?
I rolled a 1.
d10. That's fine. You deal 1 damage and then you grapple attempt.
Yep.
And take it as an advantage because you're using a tool to help you grapple.
Yep. So it's a athletics
Acrobatics
check.
or athletics, depending on the form you use. At least is the way I do it. So 37. It's not meant to add them together, but you got a 16.
21 across the board, double 16.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
did it
It's
add
just
it
like
together?
advantage. I don't know. Why I added it together? I said advantage, not roll together. D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond, you are
win.
drunk. All right.
You're drunk,
He's now
go home.
grappled by me.
Yep, that's fine.
It's drunk, clearly.
Get off the boozers. Right. What am I doing? Where did I come from? Where did I go? Cotton Eye Joe.
I guess yeah, I will heal somebody else.
fine.
Who's missing health?
Oh,
I believe it's only Vixie. And the enemy, if you wanted to heal them.
I am also missing health.
Oh, you're
but, you
missing
know,
health. Okay. No, that's fine. I thought
I'm
you
missing
had been hit.
16 health.
The area though, aren't you?
think
Is
the
this
good old
legit
Tiny
scale or
receives
no?
more heals.
This
what?
map.
Yeah, relative. I'd say it's
No,
about
he's just
legit
in range,
scale.
yeah.
He's in range.
Okay, I'm just turning on this yellow aura because
That's
my
his
aura.
aura of vitality. Yeah, that's fine. You could almost probably see some sort of flames licking around the whole area that are emanating from him and reaching out to the edges before they seem to hit an invisible barrier and doubling back to him.
Yes.
Because thematics.
And Knight will be healed for 5 total HP, as one of those hands literally punch right through him and heal him for that HP.
Well, I say the fire will seem to all coagulate on one point for a second. You'll think that you're going to be hit by a really big fireball or something for a second, and then you'll feel better, and you'll go, huh? What? But yeah. I mean, I was just describing it how I thought it would come from your spell. If you feel like it should be different, go ahead, but that was just...
Oh, last I described it, it was basically kind of like, you've experienced that game where they have the blue dragon. I forget what the fuck it's called. It's kind of basically it works kind of. I kind of have it like there's a spirit stand style, and it literally just reaches out and touches people.
That's cool. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
So it just reached out and touched Cyrus for some healing.
You want
That's
to
the theme I'm
describe what
going
the spirit looks like?
The aspect of a dragon.
Right.
Yeah, it just looks like a dragon humanoid, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it could be like, yeah. It'll also be the first time anyone's ever seen a dragon humanoid. Fine. And you've done your turn, Jim. What would you like to do?
What would I like to do? Probably the same as what I did last round, to be honest. There's still a bunch of people I can hit with that same area effect and do more damage to, so...
I'll make
spells. Let me just check, see how many spell slots I've got left a second level. Yeah, I can do it one more time. After this, so cast Shatter.
Okay, so it's 2 of them saving, 2 of them failing.
Another 9 damage.
Cool. Right, so you will kill one of them. And that is this one here. Crack their skull open. Well, actually, you could describe how you kill them.
Their body's just like crushed by the sonic wave or boom of the thunder spell.
That's fine.
Like multiple bodies hit by a concussive wave. Yeah, you just hear like sickening cracks and pops as their body gets smashed by another concussive wave.
In fact, actually, you kill all bar one of them on the battlefield. I'm looking at the maths here, and yeah, that's actually... Ooh.
Okay, there's this horrible, like, unison of cracking, popping noises of muscles and bits breaking, armor shattering, swords breaking. Because at the point that they die, you could argue that they're no longer wearing those items, so those items could be damaged by the spell as well.
Dodge, they're just kind of at once.
Well, and that's why I'm just saying I don't know if you would say that, because I say shatter.
It's almost probably partly that the armor crushes them to death.
Yeah.
I found a tiny square of yours. Here, have it back. Like, it was this tiny little orange square that was off to one side. Like, that's Jim's color. Sorry. But yeah.
Yeah, non-magical objects that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage.
Yeah, that's
it's
fine.
up to you whether you decide dead people's stuff still counts as being worn or carried.
Probably not.
But yeah, the cobblestones around there are completely trashed at this point because that's two
shatter spells.
So the ground. So the ground area, in fact, that's probably where you can see where the concussive waves come out from, because you can see like the crater that's been made by this concussive blast that's gone off twice.
Like, any one of the really powerful characters going into Super Saiyan or
doing the hero knee drop kind of effect.
Yeah,
but without the hero.
Yeah, and also without the Deadpool kind of commentary. There's like that. Oh, my knees.
Yeah.
Yes. So you got one more. And obviously both Knight and Vixie have a turn before. Do you guys want to take pot shots on who kills him first?
Yeah.
I assume one of you two will kill him.
I'll look at
Knight's first.
Times
So
expedient.
Okay.
if you want to take a pot shot at the last guy remaining,
I'm gonna take a pot shot.
take a pot shot.
I'm gonna take a little pot shot.
You need.
I won't take a pot shot.
No, you won't. You'll just go achoo.
Like
Your
I'm about to
steed is
just throw
half
it and then
spelled.
just. Oh god! What did I eat?
Seagull drops out of the sky, burnt to a crisp.
Ew, bang! Oh no! Oh shit! Or like a squirrel's
Yeah.
jumping from building to building and it just gets murked by the
I
spell.
just kind of stare how like it just misses and then just like what? And that's the end of my turn.
No problem. Vixie?
Yes. Assuming these guys are suddenly less armored, less beefy, right?
They are.
Great. I wanna try it once more.
13 or
I
up
want
to
him
hit.
to first of all.
Yeah, obviously you're going to move
Oh.
up to them.
Yes, to him.
Oops.
And I would like him to do a strength saving throw. Hopefully he'll fail.
Okay.
Because I want to use the grappling.
So they fail.
Oh, that fails. Oh, in that case, he takes. How much was it?
3d8, I believe.
3d6. It says.
Yeah, it does.
Hold on. Yeah, 3d6.
You'll be able to click the next little dice next to it to roll the damage.
Oh, right, yeah. Let me.
Actually, I like
says
fireballs
the-
bigger than it used to be.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it used to,
Whoa.
I'm pretty sure it used to be a 30 diameter, and now it's a 20 radius.
Yeah, that's an extra 10 squares.
Okay. Where is the item?
Okay, so onto the item in there, and then boop. Right, you managed to do 11 damage with it, which kills them. How are they dying?
You'll just see hold on. Yeah, you'll just see this bloodied arm just protruding from her side, and basically, as they're grappled, being held up and just, crushed into paste. Or just, I assume is not a big hand, but just whatever it's grappling, which I assume is one.
Tendril. I mean, it does say
some
it's a
part.
tendril. So it's a tendril. I'd say it's big enough to go around them because it's grappling them. It restrains
Yeah, it's
them.
a tendril, more so to look like sort of a de facto arm, just for reason. So I would assume it's large enough to like wrap around the head, or like sort of like around as a throat,
limb
or maybe
the waist or something. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it would be able.
I'll basically just pop.
Yep, no problem.
And that's
Excessive amounts of gore and weird blood coming out of it that wouldn't happen normally, but
Yeah,
you
that's
are
very
imposing...
fitting. This is very fitting. It is for this character.
How much magic have you used, by the way?
I've used one spell slot so
You
far.
explained how your spells are coming out, by the way.
Yes, because I've not used spells. I've used Hex during the previous fight, and every time I killed someone, it would transfer over.
Yeah, that's fine.
And otherwise, I've used Eldritch Blast.
Did you? Yeah, I was gonna say it's just some of those specific ones on how you're using the spells when you're casting them. Because I remember that your character does it slightly differently. Because as I remember, the thematic stuff. Yeah, it might be worth describing to the players what they see when you're casting magic, because some of them might find it interesting.
Oh yeah.
So how you cast the spells.
I've just not gotten to that yet, because I do have a bit limited. So I tend not to use, well, at least currently not to use them too often.
Mhm.
But there are some more. They wouldn't fit right now. Actually I had an idea, but then Jim's Shatter, did the same job, much more efficient.
Yeah.
Oh, we're out of combat now, correct?
Yep.
Mm.
Cool.
Right.
In that case, I am going to be using my mage feature to get a level 3 spell slot back.
Yep.
How long does it take? It doesn't take. It's like I said, I think it's only like an action, isn't it? So it shouldn't take me too long to do that.
No.
Arcane recovery once per day when you finish a short rest. Oh no, it's during a short rest. Okay, we're not taking a short rest right yet. No, that's fair enough. Not just yet then.
No, that's fine. So yes, you have freed the courtyard currently of anybody, and you've managed to spare the ammunition. One of the cannons is a little bit scorched, but it doesn't seem to be overly damaged. So
Right. So me and Von Bin are both proficient in use of firearms and such like. Anyone else?
anyone else able to use a firearm?
I would look very confused. Like, what is a firearm even?
These boomsticks.
Boomstick.
Or actually, I suppose these mortars are more like boom pots. That
Yeah.
boom pot. Do you know how to shoot that boom pot?
Never used it before.
That's what I thought. Okay, do you mind grabbing the powder charges and the big explosive round ball things from over there to one of us? I will look to Cyrus. I would ask Cyrus to do the same thing, but if I'm right in saying Cyrus is like weedy looking, isn't he? If I remember rightly, he's like got no strength at all.
I'll gladly take you up on that offer.
No, I believe you're being asked a question about your character's appearance. There might be a
He
little
might have
bit.
fallen asleep.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, it's not a bad point to call it anyway. Because.
Right.
But yeah, if you guys generally let me know where you're aiming the mortars, so I can have a little consideration of what you guys will be doing next session. What's the general aim of
Over at
these?
the Golden Gate. I
At the
don't think we
Golden
care
Gate.
how accurate. Oh,
No
in
problem.
that general area, I don't imagine we care how accurate we are, really.
Yeah, that's all good.
Hit pirates, win. Hit the other people. It's a win.
Yeah, no problem. Right, then obviously I believe we will leave that one there unless there's anything else you guys need to sort right now. Any questions or anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I
then
think we shall end it here.
I'd love to say thank you to my lovely audience. Thank you all for being here. I want to say thank you to my lovely players. You guys are awesome, and I always love having you here. And we are going to say pretty much goodnight. I'm going to take 1 second on my own to chat to you guys. But yes, obviously, would you say goodnight, my lovely players, to our lovely people?
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
So, what I wanted to come back and say to you guys is that we have got some stuff going on in this later part of the week. So, just to remind you once again, the shows we've got coming to you for this upcoming week. We do not have any talk shows. So, the Meta Show and Push to Talk are on hiatus for this week. Then, starting Monday, we have got Mismatch Monday, which is King Wolf with Baldur's Gate 3. Then, on Wednesday, we have got Wormhole Wednesday with Miss Foon and Mark. Then, Friday, we have got Armor Core 6 release being streamed by Mr. Lifeshifter himself, and he's also doing a Logitech giveaway on that stream. Then, that weekend, there should be the talk shows. Not entirely sure, but there should be the talk shows. And then come round to the week after that, it'll be all the same again as normal. I wanted to say thank you to all you lovely people here today. I'm going to give one more little shout out to my friends who were with me today. So please check out Mr. Night Dream, who is an awesome streamer. He's done some stuff like the remake of the Metroidvania game and I can't remember its name. He also plays a fair bit of Pokemon, and I've seen him play a lot of the I don't know whether I call it RPG-based games. He's also playing Baldur's Gate at the moment, and that is him. And then you have got Mr. Ben Drunk, who does technically have a Twitch, but at the moment he's currently doing most of his stuff over on YouTube, and at the moment he's quite oftenly doing videos on... I'll remember the name. RimWorld. He's doing some interesting plays through RimWorld and doing some of the more bizarre things you could do. And then last but not least, you have myself, who is doing D&D streams most weekends, and is also doing tomorrow at 10 p.m. Or 11 p.m. BST, 10 p.m. for you guys, I believe, or maybe slightly later. I can't quite remember. We'll be doing a Magic the Gathering with Ben on here. So hopefully I can see you guys tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, thank you lovely people for being here, and I hope you have a lovely evening.